Yeah, oh, that's the wrong thing. How you doing? How's everything going? Welcome, I don't know. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you had a great fucking day. A little WBC action here. The United States takes on Great Britain. And yes, we are here. And yeah, man, hope you all had a great day. I am tired, man. I didn't sleep very good last night. Couple of naps today, man. It's not, or maybe I took one nap. I don't know. Just not taken. I'm just fucking exhausted today. I don't know what the hell it is. But yes, hopefully the United States can get this dub tonight. And yeah, I happen to be home, so we're doing the game. Told you going to try to do as much WBC action as I can do. So we're here. I think they play again on Monday, which again, the Lakers don't play Monday, so we should be able to do another one of these games on Monday night. Knicks and Lakers tomorrow. That's always a fun one for me to call. Obviously, the Knicks beat the living piss out of the Nuggets last night, which is good, and the Lakers were able to, beat the Pacers, so it should be good. I am old, man. Trust me, Bodo. I know I'm old, and some days I feel it more than others. Trust me when I tell you, man. 51 is not, well, I'm not 51 yet. We're going to be 51, which is just insane to me to think I'm not fucking old, but I am. So it is. That's why I like these naps, Bodo. Saturday, I always look forward to getting a nice nap. It's good. I need those naps. Because even when I do get a good night's sleep, I'm still tired. Just always tired. I work too freaking hard, man. That's just what it is, but I don't know any different. Dashy says Alex Tosi is the home plate umpire tonight. I can't even. Aaron says, I wish I could watch this one. You shouldn't have to. It's on Fox. It's on Fox tonight. That's just a regular. That is just a regular thing. That's just a regular. It's just a regular channel. It's not a FS1 or anything like that. It should just be a regular thing. Hammer, you're the man, bro. Listen, I got to tell you, I'm going to say this. I do owe a couple shots today, but I'm going to be honest. If you want to donate out of the kindness of your heart tonight, of course, I'm greatly appreciative. I can't do that tonight, what I did last night. That's just back-to-back nights. I can't do it. I do have this. I do know I owe. I pay off my bets. I will do this shot for Hammer. But, God, I can't, man. You guys were insane yesterday. So I will get these shots in here at some point. I will hit a shot for Hammer because Hammer's the man.
Yes. Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Hammer. I appreciate you. He says, speaking of Fitty, Hammer's a fucking legend, bro. That guy's a legend. But Dashy, I can't use Dashy's intro. I got hit with copyright on that. I got demonetized because of that song, and not that it mattered, but I got blocked. In certain countries for that song. So not that it matters. They're not in the countries that watch me anyway. But yeah, I can't use that Alan Parsons project. Isn't that crazy? I can't use that. Even the Dono train, like the Dono train, I can do that, but I can only put the all aboard part. Like if I do more than 5 seconds, I get copyrighted, which is crazy. But yes, have no fear. I will do these shots. I will do them, but that shouldn't even be on cable though, Aaron. Like I at least back in, I'm talking way back in the day when you just buy a TV that would come with 4 channels up here at 6, 10, 13 and 23. Though they came on a regular television. Fox is not as far as I remember. I mean, I've had cable TV for God knows how long, but that's never been a cable channel. That normally just comes with the television. Stephen Lilly, my man, it has been a long time, man. I hope you're doing well. He says, "Hiya, bud. Hope all's good. Hope all's good with you. Let's go, Great Britain." My guy, of course, he's from the UK. We got to whoop some Yankee butt. I just swung in to say hi and bye. It's bedtime. Let's go, Giants. 56 to go. Yes, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning over there. 1 o'clock in the morning. Of course, we go ahead an hour tonight, and I don't know when. I don't know when England does that. I think they do it a little after us. So we'll be 4 hours behind them. But Jared, thank you for the member 57 months. Hope you and yours is good, brother. I hope you and yours is good as well. I got a copyright straight from Belarus. Isn't it crazy? I think one of the countries I got blocked in was Russia. It's crazy. You know, can you do me a favor? Some reason a paid member of me, can you check and see if I'm a paid member currently? Yeah, Bodo, yes, you are. You got the badge next to your name, brother. You got it next to your name. You have the badge right next to your name. You've been a member for I don't know how long, but yeah, you got the Yankee Stadium badge, so you're still a member. You are still a member, my friend. Xavier, I'm a little tired today. I'm going to get these out of the way because they're so gross. Where's Irish Rover? All right, let me knock these down. Here's to the World Baseball Classic. Wow. I think I just drooled on myself there a little bit. Oh, it's terrible. So bad. So bad. Yeah, if I was young, I'd be able to knock those down again. No problem. I used to do that shit every night of my life when I was young. Every night we would do that. It's a little bit different when you're 51 as opposed to 21. 21 is 21, you're invincible. I'm not a young man like Hammer anymore. All right. One more. Ooh. Here it is again. Salute. Let's go, Giants. God, that's so terrible. That coach is pissed right now. Cameron says they should they should call me a detective because they've never had a case I couldn't get the bottom to. Tyler Johnson's in the house. I did put a drop in here just because I like the song. So, fuck it. Let's have fun, baby. That song should have been made in 1986, not 2014. Well, that was the one I owed you, Bodo. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. I do owe one more. I'm just not going to do 3 in a row. I do owe another one. I owe 3. I will pay that off. I don't remember who it might have been for Hammer. I forgot who the other one was for. It might have been for Hammer at the end of the night. I will pay it off. I just don't want to do 3 straight like that. I gotta pace myself. Aaron, thank you, brother. He says, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yes. He says, I found a link. I'll keep it at that. Anyway, here's the Bad Dog Watch party fee. There's no fee here, but I appreciate you. Also, do you like or dislike the Jordan Davis? I think it's good for you guys because, you know, you can move money around when you extend him. And Jordan Davis is obviously a great player. So listen, man, one thing I'll give the Eagles credit for. Howie Roseman knows what the fuck he's doing with that cap. So if I'm an Eagles fan, I'm trusting that guy all the way. We, as Giants fans, that's what we got to have Dawn Aponte do for us, is figure this cap out. I got him, Dashy. Breakaway blonde. The bathtub beer. My guy Hammer. That's sudsy. This is what we call a bubble bath. Quite frankly, we call it a bubble bath. We love bubble baths. They're fantastic. You take a nice bubble bath, and it's great. It relaxes you, frankly. Need a lot of relaxation. We call it relaxation. Joe Biden, he sleeps in the bathtub, frankly. He sleeps everywhere. We call him Sleepy Joe Biden. Ah! All right. It's a little bit easier to call these games anyway because they're much slower paced. Yeah, they'll get to the game. Or Bodo, they'll get to the game, brother. The college one just finished. Aaron says, I love how these streams have become work during the week and parties on weekends. Only Bad Dog. Hey, we try, brother. We try. I would love to chug a Diet Coke out of this bathtub, Coke Zero. But today I got water. A lot of drinking last night, so we need water today. Bathtub beer. Kicked. Now it's either something down here or the damn alcohol's making my nose run because this shit doesn't run all day, Morning again. Adam says, "Good seeing you." I wasn't in there today, but I was on fire in there last night, man. People like the Maven jokes, the Maven jokes, the Arn Anderson jokes. Somebody actually said yesterday when I was in there, they're like, Bad Dog's the MVP of the chat tonight. I was cracking people up with the shit I was saying. Do I have black mold? No, I don't have any mold in my basement. It only happens once in a while, Bodo. Weather's getting nicer. Like it was warm, so it could be allergies. But it only happens once in a while. Plus, I mean, honestly, this shit will make your nose run. Without question. It's disgusting. It's gross. All right, let me put this up here as we get ready to go. There we go. My damn nose. All right. I usually hate summer. I love the summer. I love the summer. Not really. I mean, it's not like it was really warm today. It was high 40s, which is, that's about average this time of year. The beginning of the week is supposed to be really warm, in the 60s and 70s. So, all right. You're right. Quit tiptoeing through the tulips. They're probably skewing your allergies. Maybe. Yes, this week, yes. And we're going to try skiing. Oh, don't move to Pennsylvania. Stay in Texas, bro. Stay in Texas. Texas is good. All right. Let me give you the lineup for Great Britain tonight. Leading off playing center field is Nate Eaton. Second baseman, the Yankee who says he's going 50-50 this year, and we know it's a joke, Jazz Chisholm. Harry Ford catches and bats third. B.J. Murray will clean up and play first base. Christian Robinson, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Third baseman Yvonne Johnson plays third and bats sixth, which I already just said. The DH Justin Wiley will bat seventh. The right fielder Trace Thompson will bat eighth. Shortstop Ian Lewis bats ninth. On the mound for the UK, Tyler Visa. He will pitch for pitching for the United States tonight is Tyreek Skubal. JC, what up, brother? Appreciate y'all being here. Let's go. Hey, Leggy, Smacky to Subby. We are getting close to. We're getting close to 154,000. Hopefully tomorrow we can pass that. Larry, what up, brother? Good to see you, my friend Larry in the house.
Thank you for being a friend.
Larry Legend in the house says USA, 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 USA. Let's go. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. I told you guys, man, a couple weeks ago, I just, I don't expect these streams to have big numbers. And honestly, I don't care. I just want to get back to having fun like I used to when I started streaming. And, I get a little bit too caught up in YouTube fucking me up and everything else. And I don't even really care anymore. I just wish YouTube would fix their algorithm. But, I just want to have fun. And doing streams like this were always fun. So, Luann, they're playing right now. So Pipe Guy, what's going on from Puerto Rico? I was actually just watching that. I was scoreless. I was watching the Puerto Rico game before this one. That's what I was watching. Larry, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Who the hell got them? Adam Valley, Brandon Aronowitz, Orphanage. Yo, Orphanage Building DeGrom? I haven't seen him in forever. Ross the Boss and Classic Pablo. Welcome to the Dog Pound. Compliments of our guy, Larry J. I do have that. Let's go. Let's go. Hammer. Thank you, brother. Hammer, what a legend, my friend. Hopefully we got a couple of those tonight. Great Britain lost. United States won in their first game. Hammer says USA, USA, USA. 2-0 in World Wars and a flag in the frickin' moon. Flag in the moon. How did it get there? That's right. Flag on the moon. Is that a dono train, by the way? Not quite. I think we need one more. I think we needed one more to pull the train out of the track. I think we needed one more for a train. A train. Schoolball was 13-6 with a 2.21 ERA last year. Wish the Yankees had this guy. All right. Yes, one dono away from the train. The train. Do we have a train in us? So I can get demonetized. All right. So he will face Eaton, Chisholm, and Ford here to start the first. As the United States gets ready to go. I don't know where the hell my wife and kid are. They went to watch Hoppers at about 3 o'clock today, and they ain't back. Yo! Hammer! He brings the train out. Of course he does. Hammer's the man.
Yes.
That's all I can do. I got 5 seconds. Choo-choo! The dono trains are now. Larry, wow, we got 2 dono trains in a row. Holy fucking shit. You guys are the best. Here is the pitch. Oh, swung on a hit in the air, deep left field, back at the wall, and it's off the top of the wall. Nate Eaton starts with a double. He missed a home run by 2 feet. Bodo, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly.
Thank you for being a friend.
Choo-choo. Larry, thank you for the super sticker, my friend. Whee! I hit the freaking green screen back there, and I just kicked over the tubs. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Let's go, Aaron. Thank you for the super chat. Let's get it done. Small, supportive community equal large toxic ones. I appreciate that. Man, this is the best community. Without question. And that's 2 dono trains in a row. Motherfucker, let's go. Like I said, that's all I get. That's all I need. We're reviewing this. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for your continued support. And thank you for your support. What is that, Bartles and James? I'm all drunk American Pride tonight. Hey, you and me both. Which reminds me, I still owe another shot, which I will get to. I mean, I'm already hot. I'm already hot. It's getting hot in here. I ain't taking off all my clothes. Woo. All right. I guess they call that a home run. So leading off with a home run is Nate Eaton. First pitch out of the park. 1-0 Great Britain. Oh. Hammer. Everybody's a part of the dono train, Bodo. Bahamas, see what up? Looks like my fellow Bahamians, Jazz, Murray, Robinson, Lewis, and 2 others on the bench. Yes, no nudity. That's right. That's a swing and a miss by Jazz. The count is 0-1. Great Britain leads 1-0. First pitch home run by Nate Eaton off of Tariq's screwball. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2. The 2024 ones, I had to get rid of them. I had to move on from them. I was trying to fix the algorithm, and that is strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That's the wrong thing. Oh, I don't have the Yankee whistle. Hold on a second. I don't have the Yankee whistle. I got to get the Yankee whistle. Shit. Here's Harry Ford. All right. Let me get that back. Let me get my Yankee whistle back, my strikeout back. Swung on a miss. Screwball throwing heat. 97 on the gun. Got that back. Don't need this. I got that damn Shut Up and Dance with Me song in my head. If we hit a home run, I might have to play that one. The pitch outside 1-2 to Harry Ford. He is 2 for 3 in the WBC. Great Britain leads 1-0. First pitch home run by Nate Eaton. The pitch by Screwball swung on and popped up. Home run in a silo. The third baseman Bregman comes in and makes the catch, and there's 2 away. I just like this damn song. My kid always wants me to play that in the car. Mickey, what's going on? The fucking redcoats. Larry says. Pitch. Low. 1-0. Let me fix this. There we go. Taco, what up? Pitch in there for a strike. If you use the term snowflakes, you're weak. They play that song every day at work, Samantha says. Well, they don't play it every day at work for me, man. I freaking love that song. Has 80s vibes, even though it was made in 2014. Ground ball to short. Right there is Gunner. Fields fires got him. And that will retire the side. But the Brits, they get a run. I want to hit the leadoff home run by Nate Eaton. And it's 1-0 Great Britain after a half inning. The United States coming to bat. I agree with you. Nobody drinks warm beer. You should never drink warm beer. Ever. Warm beer is gross. Gross. It is gross, man. Gross. Hearts on Fire. That's a good one. Anybody won't listen to that in the gym, and at the end, he screamed, Drago! 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 My guy Taco Master, I love Taco Master, hates baseball, still here supporting the stream, which I appreciate. I know he does not like that. Ah, yes. Nothing wrong with Belinda Carlisle. I had a massive crush on her when I was a kid. Actually, it's funny. If you watch the Circle in the Sand video, that's actually what my wife looks like. So I always thought that was funny. My kid actually calls, when he was younger, when my son was like 3 or 4 years old, he loved Belinda Carlisle. I mean, I taught him to love the 80s, and he still does, but he likes newer music too, obviously. He's a kid, so he likes the newer stuff. But he always called that the mommy song because it looks like my wife, except for my wife has brown hair, not red. I think Belinda Carlisle's hair is like deep red. My wife's is brown, but she looks a lot like Belinda Carlisle or whatever. My wife looks a lot like Belinda Carlisle in that video. Well, there you go. If you ever want to know what my wife looks like, search up Circle in the Sand. That's pretty much what my wife looks like. People are like, oh, your wife going to be on? No, my wife will never be on camera, but that's pretty much what she looks like. So if you want to ever see what she looks like, she resembles her quite. They're very close. Or the other one, I remember when I started dating my wife, I can't tell you how many people told me she looked like Mandy Moore. All the time. Your girlfriend, well, she was my girlfriend. Your girlfriend looks like Mandy Moore. She looks like Mandy Moore. I don't even know who the hell Mandy Moore was. But I got that all the time too. Your wife looks like Mandy Moore. So there you go. That's what she looks like. Tyler Vees is on the mound. He's going to face Schwarber, Bregman, and Judge to start here. And the pitch upstairs 1-0. Schwarber leads off in DH as a third baseman. Alex Bregman will bat second. Right fielder, the best player in baseball, Aaron Judge, the best hitter in baseball. I won't say the best player in baseball. He doesn't pitch. But the best hitter in baseball will bat third. Pitch is swung on and grounded to short. Nice play by Jazz. Gets to his feet, throws him out. One away. Bryce Harper bats fourth and plays first base. The catcher, Will Smith, back-to-back champions with the Dodgers, will catch him at fifth. Shortstop Gunnar Henderson, who the Yankees could have had and decided to take Volpe because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He'll bat sixth. Red Sox top prospect and great player Roman Anthony bats seventh and plays left. Ernie Clement will bat second and play eighth, or will bat eighth and play second. I'm already drunk. And the left fielder Pete Crow Armstrong will bat ninth. Yeah, it was good for them. Joe Grateful, what up? Dr. Moriarty's in the house. Appreciate y'all being here. Bregman has a 1-0 count on him. Visa about to throw the 1-0. The pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Chick I'm talking to kind of looks like young Faith Hill. Hammer, my man. Good for you, brother. Let's go. I married out of my league. I've said that for years. You get a woman as good as my wife, you hang on to her like grim death. 1-1 in there for a strike. Panthers, J-Dub, my friend, what up? He says, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Let's go, USA! Best team ever assembled. Terrorizing's in the house. We know terrorizing. Love it, baby. Let's go. What up, my friend? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I think the other shot that I owe, this last shot that I owe is Terrorizing's from last night. I think it's his. It's either him or Hammer. You guys got me hammered last night. Just fouled away. I woke up this morning, so I did not. Every time we have one of those nights where I drink a lot because you guys and girls are the fucking best in the world. I always say I have the best chat in the world, and you're way too good to me. I live a blessed life. I have the best chat in the world. I have a great wife and a great kid. I don't know what I did in a previous life. There's a liner to third. Johnson with the catch 2 away. I must have been a good person in a past life, but I couldn't sleep because the room was a spinny spin, so I had to stay up, and I was in the WWE Vault live stream till like 3 a.m, and I'm like, I'll sleep till like 10 or 11 tomorrow. I woke up at 8:30, so I got no sleep. And then I tried to lay back. I did lay back down and go to sleep for like an hour, and then we went to breakfast, and I kind of been off all day. So here is Aaron Judge, the best hitter in baseball. 331 last year, 53 homers, MVP for a third time. Only the third player in MLB history to win a batting title in the same year he hit 50 homers. And he swings and misses 1-1. And not only that, Judge missed 20 games. Albie says, Belinda still looks hot at 67. Yeah, my wife's not 67. My wife's actually only, what the hell is my wife, 42? I don't even know. I think she's 42. She's swinging the ground. And nice play by the third baseman Johnson. He throws out Judge, and that will retire the side. So the United States goes in order. We played one full inning. We'll go to the top of the second. Great Britain 1, the United States nothing. I'll tell you another one that looks good at her age is Susanna Hoffs. I had the biggest crush on the lead singer of the Bengals, and I don't know that any guy my age or a little older growing up in the 80s did not have a crush on Susanna Hoffs. Who wouldn't have a crush on her? She was amazing. Here, just in case you don't know, I'll show you this. I actually think when I look at I'll be honest, I think my wife looks more like Mandy Moore than Belinda Carlisle. So if you don't know, not now, I mean when she was younger, she doesn't really look like her now. Actually, she resembles more Belinda Carlisle now. But here you go. This is that's not what I wanted. Yeah, they don't really look the same anymore. They aged when my wife and Mandy Moore got old, they did not look the same. When I started dating my wife, she looked like Mandy Moore. She's definitely more Belinda Carlisle. She still looks more like her now. Let me see. Okay, this is probably perfect. I don't want YouTube. Just looking for a I'm trying to find a there you go. That's probably the best. That is the closest. So I'll show you this really quick. Just in case you ever wanted to know what she looked like. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Well, I did mean to do that, actually. Get the hell off of here. Hold on a second. That pitch just swung on and missed. All right, here you go. You want to know what my wife looks like? She kind of looks like that. That's pretty much what she looks like. Very similar to that. They're probably, I don't know how old Belinda Carlisle is there. My wife's older than that, but there you go. That's pretty much what she looks like. Very similar. Let me put this back up here. It'll be an 0-2 pitch to Christian Robinson, and pitches outside 1-2. Oh, Jennifer Connelly was like the yeah, she was one of the best looking women in my day, without question. I first saw her phenomenon. That pitch is check swing, grounded to first, and Harper will take it himself, one away. She's in one of the songs I listen to all the time, Space Age Love Song by Flock of Seagulls. She's actually in like a video. Somebody put, I forgot the name of the movie. I never watched it, where she's in Target skating around. Eternal Flame, she was sexy. She created 252. Oh, Susanna Hoffs was the best. Yeah, without question. Yep. It'll be a pitch to Johnson is grounded to third. Right there's Bregman. He fields, he fires, 2 away. That was not John. It was Johnson. Devon Johnson's out. That'll bring up the DH Justin Wiley. Career opportunities. Thank you. That's what it was. I never watched it, but that video is on YouTube a lot. You know, the funny thing is, like, looking at this ESPN thing, they don't have the graphics that they normally have for like normal Major League Baseball. They're very bland over here. The pitch to Wiley, nice curveball by Scooball, and the count is 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on at the top of the second inning. Wiley with the Ghost Peppers hit 304, 29, 101, so he's got a bat. Pitch outside, 1-1. Nate Eaton led off the game with a home run on the first pitch, and Great Britain leads 1-0. It's all good, Bodo. Pitch. Swung on a missed. I'll say sinker, but that was not a sinker. 96. A sinker usually dips. That one rose. I agree. Jennifer Connelly was like, yeah. She was amazing, without question. She was definitely one of the hotter ones of her time. Pitch. Check swing. He went around. Strike 3. Strong inning for Scooball. And that will retire the side. So Great Britain goes in order in their half of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 UK. Hey to likey, smacky to subby. I remember Jennifer Connelly, like I said, Phenomena, which was an Italian horror movie. If Afghanistan was here, he would know what I'm talking about. He would know. He would know. Now I got the damn frickin' Space Age love song in my head. Let's get that Space Age love song out of my head. My kid says to me all the time, he's like, is that you and mom? And I'm like, your mom never said shut up and dance to me. I can't dance. He goes, no. He goes, the part about her being your destiny. He knows all the story. I'm like, yes, that probably would be. As soon as I saw her, I knew. That's the funniest thing about that story. When I met my wife, was the first time, literally the first time I laid eyes on her, I told my buddy that's going to be my wife. And she has been. I've been with her 26 years, so it's crazy how that works. Actually, March 11th will be. I would have met her 26 years ago, so that's crazy. Time flies, man. Time flies. When I was growing up, I had a crush on 3 women. The lady who played Morticia Adams, Bailey from WKRP in Cincinnati, and Emma Peel. Diana Riggs. Why? I know that name, Diana Riggs, but I can't remember. I never watched WKRP in Cincinnati. That was popular when I was really young. So I was watching like freaking the Jetsons and Scooby-Doo and shit like that. With WKRP and probably WKRP in Cincinnati was probably about the same time that Taxi was popular and Barney Miller. Like those shows were popular. And again, I was just a kid. So I was watching like Sesame Street, MTV, that type of stuff. Who I remember, is it the Wonder Woman from the Batman ones? Who played Wonder Woman? Obviously that was in the 60s, but she was a big deal in the 60s. Farrah Fawcett was a huge deal in the 70s. She was like the pinup girl in the 70s. Here's the pitch to Harper. Big swing and a foul back. The count is 0-1. Harper is 1 for 5 in the WBC. He had 261, 27 homers. He's always been one of my favorite players. Always loved Bryce Harper. Should have been a Yankee many years ago, but fucking Brian Cashman's an idiot. And that's why he's not a Yankee, but he should have been. The pitch outside 1-1. 1-0 Great Britain here as we play in the bottom of the second. It'll be Harper, Will Smith, and Gunnar Henderson for the United States. Sorry. Yeah, not Catwoman. I meant Wonder Woman. A pitch fouled away. I meant Wonder Woman. Who played Wonder Woman? I didn't mean Catwoman. I meant Wonder Woman in general, not Catwoman. Who was Wonder Woman? Who played? Why can't I think? Was it Linda Carter? Is that who it was? Why can't I think of who played Wonder Woman? It was her. She was a big deal too. Pitch low, 2-2. It was Linda Carter. Okay, she was. I remember hearing older people like the generation before me would talk about Linda Carter. She was a big deal. Christy Brinkley was a big deal when I was young. Cindy Crawford was a big deal when I was young, like in the early 90s. Cindy Crawford, Kathy Ireland, pitches low and outside 3-2. Those are the heartthrobs when I was growing up. Kathy Ireland, Cindy Crawford, Susanna Hoffs obviously was a big deal. So I remember, that's my generation. Talking about my generation. 3-2 pitch to Harper. Swung on it into the air. Deep right field. Back, and it will be caught right in front of the track. Cameron did a shit job on that. The center fielder actually caught that ball. They were showing the right fielder. I thought that ball was hit to right field. So Harper gives it a ride. He comes up short. Bad camera work there. Right fielder gave up on that ball, so I'm thinking that might end up in the seats. And then they pan over to the center fielder, Nate Eaton, who made the catch. Here's Will Smith, 296, 17 homers, 61 RBIs, part of the championship Dodgers team, back-to-back champion Dodgers, who are looking for a three-peat. We have not had a dynasty in baseball since the 90s Yankees. The Dodgers trying to become that dynasty. Adding Kyle Tucker this offseason, this team just gets stronger and stronger. It'll be an 0-1. Visa deals. Swung on it into the air to right field. That one's deep. Back of the track at the wall. Oh, what a catch by Trace Thompson as he robs Will Smith of a home run. What a fucking catch. Was it Jerry Coleman that said, hang a star? Oh, doctor, put a star by that one. Carmen Electra was a big deal, too. What a catch. Full extension, and he took a home run away from Will Smith. What a play. Wow. A lot of times these outfielders, they'll do eye wash, they'll jump or dive when they don't need to. He absolutely needed all to extend all the way. Well, the United States having better at-bats against Visa here. Harper gave it a ride. And again, Will Smith hit that ball, would have been gone. Big shout out to the pitcher. He has got a schnozola. We always like to give a big shout out to the nose gang. he's got a schnoz, this guy. Good for him. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Hammer, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I was getting ready to play that for Will Smith's home run. I'll get that. 1 second to pitch, up and in, 2-1. I have heard that gerbil rumor. Richard Gere's a fucking weirdo anyway, dude. All these Hollywood people. Oh, Visa's Italian. That makes sense then. That makes perfect sense. Eddie, that makes perfect sense. We all got those. I have heard that, but all Hollywood people are weird. That pitcher swung on the ground, a base hit right field. So the United States gets their first hit of the game, a sharp single through the right side of the infield for Gunnar Henderson. And there's a 2-out base runner for the U.S. That'll bring up the left fielder, Roman Anthony. Yep, I've heard about the Rod Stewart. Yep, I heard about that. I've heard all these rumors. I love music, so I know all about it. Here is Roman Anthony. He's 2 for 4 in his first game. He takes a strike at the knees, and the count's 0-1. Roman Anthony's the youngest player on the U.S. He only played just less than half a season. He had 292 with 8 homers. This kid has got a shitload of talent. And if he wasn't hurt, the Red Sox probably would have knocked the Yankees out of the playoffs last year. It'll be 0-1. That one's low and in. The count's 1-1. Darnell, what's going on, brother? Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman was pretty good. She was pretty good. Henderson leads off first pitch, low and in. 2-1 to Roman Anthony. 2 outs, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Great Britain on the strength of a leadoff homer by Nate Eaton leads 1-0. Eaton homered on the first pitch he saw. Nerds need love too. They do. Throw over to first and Henderson's back. Funny story about nerds, right? So, I mean, I don't want to say, when I was in school, I got really good grades in school. I just always did. I don't give a fuck. You can say I'm conceited. You can say I'm full of myself. I'm a smart guy. I know I don't act smart. A lot of times I like to fuck around. Pitcher swung and a miss at soon too. But I believe it or not, I am actually a smart guy. Okay, I have a very high IQ, and I've always got good grades in school. We had a report cards out on like they're just laying out on our desks. It was like tables. They weren't even desks. It was tables that were shared 2 apiece. And some girl saw my frickin' report card, and I had like a 94 overall average. She's like, "You're such a nerd." Well, number one, that's not insulting. Being smart. Pitch. Swung on and chopped foul. But the other thing is I lettered in 4 sports. I'm like, you're so stupid you don't even know what the hell a nerd is. Like, being smart doesn't make you a nerd. At all. But it is what it is. I'm math nerd, absolutely. Absolutely. I am a math nerd 100%. Because I geek out over numbers. That's what a nerd is. I'm a math nerd all the way, which is why I love sports. It's all numbers driven. It'll be a 2-2. Swung on and fouled away. Anthony giving a good at bat here. Yes, nice. Whoops, hit the wrong thing there. Playing Dungeons and Dragons is a little bit too early for me. That was like an early 80s thing, right? I wasn't old enough to play that. That was going. I was more of a Monopoly guy. You guys know when I do the gaming streams, I used to play Monopoly. I loved Monopoly because, again, numbers, money, that type of thing. I just love Monopoly when I was a kid. Still do. It's my favorite board game ever. Inside 3-2. Good at bat for here. Good at bat here for Roman Anthony. I like how we're talking about all the hot chicks from back in the day. Heather Locklear. My God, there's a name. What was she in? Magnum P.I.? She was in a soap opera. I remember Heather Locklear from Melrose Place. Alyssa Milano was my pitch. Swung on and grounded up the middle. That's a base hit to center field. Henderson will take the turn and go to third. So the United States is a 2-out rally here as they have runners on the corners. Well, that'll bring up the second baseman, Ernie Clement. My favorite was Alyssa Milano. I had the biggest crush on Alyssa Milano for years when I was a kid. I absolutely had a thing for Alyssa Milano. Without question. She was incredible on Who's the Boss. She was more incredible on Charmed. And even when she would come on, because my wife liked Charmed. I didn't really like the show ever, but I would watch it with my wife, but she was my girlfriend at the time. But she'd always say, "Go, there's your woman," because I did. I had a massive thing for Alyssa Milano before she became a fucking nut job. Just like every other damn Hollywood star there is. They're all fucking crazy. Yeah, exactly. They're all fucking crazy. Every one of them. We have a meeting at the mound. Hammer, what a legend, brother.
Thank you for being a friend.
Clement had hit 411 with 9 RBIs. He had 30 postseason hits. Are they making a pitching change? No, Enright's going back. Can you show us some of your baseball cards sometime? I absolutely can. I've done that during my 24-hour streams. I've showed some of them. But, yeah, I can show you some of those. When I do that 12-hour stream on next Thursday for charity, I'll do that. I'll show some of those. Pitch in there for a strike. Remember, I'm doing that. March 16th, the first day of the NCAA tournament. I'm on vacation that week. I'm not doing a 24-hour stream for charity because 24 hours is too much for me. And during the night, nobody shows up anyway like they used to. So we're going to do it from like noon. Pitch is grounded. Oh, what a nice play. Boy, I'll tell you what, Great Britain is flashing some leather. What a great play by Yvonne Johnson. He saved a run and now retired the side. The U.S. gets no runs, 2 hits. They come close, but Great Britain's defense has been fantastic in this inning. It's 1-0 Great Britain as we go to the top of the third. Nev Campbell actually looks really good for her age because we just saw Scream 7. And I even heard someone behind me say she looks really good. So, yep. Nev Campbell does for an older woman. An older woman. I was telling my kid, I go, the funny thing is when the first Scream came out, I was as young as the kids in Scream 7. Obviously, I was, their age. I was Stu's age and Billy Loomis's age and Drew Barrymore's age and Nev Campbell's. They were maybe a couple years older than me. I was 21 when that came out. So it's just funny. I'm like, now I'm the old people. I'm like, now I'm the older people in the freaking movie. Oh, God. Time flies, guys. Time flies. Time flies. Time flies. Time flies. Come on. We gotta hit a home run so I can play the song "Shut Up and Dance with Me." Yeah, I definitely know who that is, without question. Everybody, people that grew up in that era do. Nobody's believed me, man. What I remember saying this years ago when I used to do the nonsense streams at Kristen. I've never watched a porno in my life. And people are like, you're full of shit. I'm like, why would I lie to you? I tell you a lot of shit about me. I'm like, if I watched porno films, I'd tell you. Never did. The closest thing I came to was those Cinemax After Dark movies in the late 80s, early 90s when I was like 14 years old. All the Emmanuel movies, that type of thing. Gottens Krieger, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Everybody goes crazy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm already halfway there. Yep, Red Shoes Diary was another one. All the Emmanuels, though, man. I remember watching them. Young Lady Chatterley, that was a popular one on Cinemax After Dark. Candy Stripe Nurses, Hot, Pacific Banana. Like, I remember all those. Yes, that's right. Skinemax. That's exactly what it was. It just swung out of mist. Hey, man, as a 14-year-old kid, that was life in 1989. I'd sneak up to watch that shit. I got to see this. Pitch. Low. 2-1 to Thompson. It'll be Trace Thompson, Ian Lewis, and back to the top of the order, Nate Eaton. Nate Eaton is the difference in this game. 1-0 Great Britain. Eaton homered on the first pitch that he saw. Pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Since the leadoff home run, Screwball has really settled down. It was terrorizing. It was good stuff back then. I have no idea, Bodo. It's swung on and missed. Strike 3. High fastball. Blew it right by him. One away here in the UK's third. I still owe one more shot, which I will do at some point this evening. Mark DeRosa for new Yankees manager. I'll be honest, I am not a Boone fan at all. I do not like Aaron Boone. That pitch is fouled away. I do not like. Exactly, same. I never watched him either, but I heard of her. I'm not a Boone fan by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not trying to defend Aaron Boone, but Brian Cashman's the reason the Yankees don't get anywhere. Swung and a miss, strike 2. The Yankees are built like shit. They're built with a bunch of power and a bunch of empty at-bats. Guys that have low averages, strike out a fuck ton. There's nothing Boone can do about that. So it'll be an 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Count remains 0-2. I can tell you another one. I don't know if anybody remembers the show Step by Step. It was a late 80s, early 90s thing. I always had a thing for Christine Lakin. I remember her. The pitch is fouled away. It remains 0-2. Christine Lakin was one, and then the one that played Dana, and I don't know why her name is escaping me. Oh, Stacy Keenan. She was in My Two Dads. That was a corny show on USA Network that I watched when I was a kid. I had a big crush on her, too. I had a big crush on on Christine Lakin and Stacey Keenan back in the day. Just funny taking a trip down memory lane. That shit was so fucking long ago. How was 1989 like 37 years ago? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. All the stuff I used to watch in the 90s. Yeah, Step by Step, Family Matters. I was never a big fan of what the fuck was the big one? Pitches cued foul. Lewis stays alive 0-2. Full House. I never really liked Full House. I was never a fan of that. I did like Family Matters a lot, and I liked Step by Step, but I never really liked Full House. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing, but I wasn't a fan of that. 0-2. Swung and a miss, strike three. Screwball blows it by him with a high fastball. Screwball really settling down. I didn't like it. Boy Meets World I liked a lot. Who didn't like Danielle Fishel? All of them. That was a nice catch, Larry. Insane. And then a good play at third, too. Here is Eaton. And Screwball goes with a curveball this time. That counts 1-0. Eaton saw the first pitch he saw, he took over the wall for a home run. Pitch. Swung on and grounded to short. There's Gunner. Fields fires. Oh, he throws it away. And that'll be an error on the shortstop. So we'll see how they score it. There's no box score here. Oh, there it is. That's what I want to show right there. I think it's an error, Moto. Should have had him. Yeah, error. Error on E6. Family Ties. I loved Family Ties. I loved Punky Brewster. I loved Alf. Those are all things that I watched. And it is an E6. And the ball went into the stand, so Eaton's on at second. Pitch is outside by Screwball. It counts 1-0 to Jazz Chisholm. Oh, Ashley and Fresh Prince, yep, I had a crush on her. I pretty much was girl crazy when I was a teenager. I mean, what guy isn't when they're 15 years old? Like every woman on the face of the planet. Pitches fouled away 1-1. But yep, I had a big thing for her name was Tatiana Ali, I think. Was that her name? I had a big thing for the singer Aaliyah. I remember that. All of those. Blossom, I had a thing for, what was her name? Definitely not Blossom. Pitches fouled away. The other chick in that show, Jenny Von Oy, was that her name? Like I said, when I was 15, like every woman I saw, every girl I saw on TV that was like my age, I'm like, yep, she's hot. My wife's going to have to deal with that when my son is 15 years old. I hope she's ready for it. It's pretty funny. The pitch. Outside 2-2 to Jazz Chisholm. Or Jazz Chisholm. Where Great Britain leads 1-0. We're in the top of the third. Nate Eaton on at second base. Yeah, that was crazy when Aaliyah died. I think a lot of people like Britney Spears. Pitch. Outside 3-2. Christina Applegate was another huge pinup girl from Married with Children. Not to mention all of her friends in that show. The girl from Clueless was Alicia Silverstone. She was like, I never had a thing for her. She was later on. I was in my 20s when she was popular. Blossom, The Big Sign, to Big Bang Theory. I got into Big Bang Theory after it was popular, and I liked it for a while, and then I stopped watching it. Pitches swung on a miss, strike three. What a filthy slider. Jazz down on strikes. Wall strikes out the side. Great Britain gets no runs on no hits. They leave one because of the error. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Great Britain. Demi Moore. Yep. She was a big deal when I was a kid. I don't remember her girlfriend's name. Right now we are, yes. Long ways to go, Alexis. Long way to go, man. I've heard of this show, but I don't remember it. The first girl I had hanging on my wall, I'll just tell you, it was Madonna. Madonna. That was the first one for me because that's how old I am. It was like from the Material Girl video. I was like 10. Well, the first time I saw Madonna, I can remember like I was young. I mean, like I said, I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, and I really didn't know why I liked her, but I knew I did. And then as you get older, you understand why you like females. I can already tell you, like my son, who's 8 years old, he'll be 9 next month. He watches the Women's Royal Rumble and he likes the girls, but he probably doesn't know why yet. But he loves long hair. My kid has always loved long hair. Always. Like if he's watching a horror movie or something and a girl with long hair dies, like I don't like that because a girl with long hair died. Stacy Keebler, you're talking about. Stacy Keebler. Stacy Keebler, so you're talking about. Was she from that 70s show? Like I know that name, but I don't remember what she was from. Lisa Loeb, yes. I was just out of high school when that was popular. I was a year out of high school when she had that Stay song. She had her glasses. Yeah, I remember Lisa Loeb. Lisa Loeb looks exactly the same. I don't think Lisa Loeb is aged. I really don't. I think she looks exactly the same. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Pete Crow Armstrong, Kyle Schwarber. And that pitch is grounded to first. Nice play there by B.J. Murray. 1 away. The United States is had good at bats, but Great Britain has really flashed the leather in this one. One nothing Great Britain in the bottom of the third. God, it just shows you how much older I am than people. He says he was in third grade. I was 20 or 19 when that was popular. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Kyle. He's 0 for 1 tonight. 35 pitches for Tyler Visa. Madonna didn't have Harry Pitts in 1985. Pitch outside 1-1. It was before Madonna went crazy too. Like they all go crazy at some point. But this is when they were in their prime. Tom Cruise is a nut job too, but he was fantastic in the 80s. Pitch swung on and grounded to first. Again, next time a flip the Visa 2 away. I was actually watching Days of Thunder today. I forgot how great that movie is. Days of Thunder. Screwball might be done for the night. I saw the manager talking to him. Here is Alex Bregman with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the third. Great Britain leads 1-0 on the strength of an Nate Eaton leadoff homer. A pitch. It's in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Madonna's gross now. She's old as shit. But in 1985, she was not. Pitch. Outside 1-1. I'm trying to think of who the hell else was popular in the 80s. I just like that everybody remembers these. I like that everybody remembers these people. And we're all fucking old now. It'll be a 1-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul, 1-2. I remember J-Lo was, I mean, I never really had a thing for J-Lo. It's not like she was ugly, but I remember Jennifer Lopez was a huge deal in the late 90s. We're going to have a meeting at them now. J-Lo was a big deal for a while. My guy Taco Master says international watching painter. I love that Taco Master's in here. It just shows you I appreciate you being our Taco Master because I know he hates baseball, but he's here to support the stream, and that means a lot. So I appreciate it. Blondie, you're talking about what the hell is her name? Debbie Harry? Rosie Perez, yep. White Men Can't Jump. Oh, I love that movie. She was a big deal at that point, too. Pitch, way upstairs, 2-2. Yes, Candace Cameron is from Full House, and her brother, obviously, Kirk, was from another one that I watched growing up, was Growing Pains. It'll be a 2-2. The pitch swung on and into the air to deep right field. Back on the track, making the catch about 3 feet in front of the wall is Thompson. Bregman gave it a ride, but he came up short. The United States has hit the ball hard. They have nothing to show for it. They go in order in their half of the third. They'll go to the top of the fourth. Great Britain 1, the United States nothing. 7th inning stretch. I'm going to pay off that last shot from last night. We only have 50 likes. Can we get more than 50? Is that possible? Taco Master, have a good night, dude. I never really had a thing for Candace Cameron at any point. She's in like a shitload of Lifetime movies now. It's not like she was ugly or anything. I just never, she didn't do it for me. I don't know why. Like I said, back when Candace Cameron was popular, I was definitely more of an Alyssa Milano guy, without question. And then as I got older, a Trish Stratus guy. I remember Trish Stratus obviously was a big, even my kid knows she's my favorite because she still shows up for some of the women's Royal Rumbles. And I'm like, yep. I'm like, that was Daddy's favorite right there. Trish. I mean, I don't know if anybody watches wrestling right now, but the one that I think is the best looking of all of them now is Chelsea Green. I think she's the best looking of all the women that are out there right now. I mean, I see at least 30 of them because there's 30 in the Royal Rumble, but I think she's the best looking one. Around the WBC, Japan beats Korea 8-6. Italy ripped Brazil 8-0. And the Netherlands beat Nicaragua today with Ozzy Albies 3-run homer. 4-3. That's the first walk-off homer in WBC history. That's crazy. Cheryl Ladd, she was from Charlie's Angels, right? She was in Charlie's Angels, correct? With Farrah Fawcett. Oh, Kelly was the hottest. I remember Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Obviously, she was really. I was more of an Elizabeth Berkley guy because she was tall and had long legs, and that's always been my thing. Tall women with long legs has always been a tall, athletic built women has always been my type, if you will. Not that I didn't like other types of women, but long like that was. I was definitely more of a Jessie person than not that there was anything wrong with Kelly, but I was definitely more of a Jessie person. Slow grounder to third. Nice play there by Bregman, and there is one away. That's right, Larry. That's right. 8-0 Italy. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. 1-0 Great Britain in the top of the fourth as we go back to the days of the 1980s and 90s and talk about our crushes. I don't know how the hell we got started with that. I think it was the Belinda Carlisle thing, looking like my wife. Pitch is in there for a strike to BJ Murray. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the fourth. Great Britain leads 1-0. A very fast-moving game here. The pitch by Holmes. Clay Holmes is in the game. I should have mentioned that. Swung and a miss. There's my pen. Count is 0-2. Clay, a heart attack Holmes for us Yankee fans. I don't know how he did with the Mets last year, but he was not good for us. Joan Collins was probably a little bit before my time. Pitches in the dirt, 1 and 2. A little bit before my time. Definitely 80s and early 90s when you talk about like the popular, heartthrobs. That was my day as a Gen Xer. Pitches swung and a miss, strike 3, filthy slider there by Clay Holmes. 6 strikeouts for United States pitchers. Meredith Marakovitz. A lot of guys like Meredith Marakovitz because she's thick. Guys like them thick. Like I said, there wasn't nothing wrong with a thick girl, but I was always more you take a look at like the volleyball players. I was more of a female volleyball person or a track person than a softball. You know what I'm talking about with the athletes. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-1. You're talking about like more athletic beach volleyball, track. Those are more my type rather than softball. But there was nothing wrong with the softball girls either. The pitch fouled away 1 or 2. My wife was a track runner, so it just made all the sense in the world. Halle Berry was a big deal too when I was growing up. Absolutely. Huge deal, mostly from Boomerang. It'll be a 1-2 here to Christian Robinson, who's 0 for 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Mia Sorvino, is she the pitch? Check the swing, 2-2. Was she the one from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Who is that one? Was that her? Was that her? Was Mia Sorvino his Ferris Bueller? I don't even remember her name in that movie. The 2-2, swung and a miss, strike 3. Good inning for Clay Holmes. 7 strikeouts for United States pitchers through 4. The Brits go in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 UK. Janice, my ladies, in the house. Luckily for me, Janice's intro did not get me copyrighted. You gotta love it. Big photo. Man. We need some runs, guys. We need some runs. The United States has hit the ball hard. They got nothing to show for it. We need some runs. Aaron, I'm going to call right now. Ready? Here we go. Aaron Judge is going to hit a home run to tie this game. Aaron Judge is going to lead off with a home run to tie this game. Exactly. That's the way I am. That's why the ZZ Top song, Legs, that's always my thing because I was definitely always been a leg man. That's why I say when they're tall, like my wife is 5'7.5". My kid is going to be really tall because I petered out at 6 feet, but that's because I cracked my growth plate when I just turned 16, my junior year in high school, playing football. I didn't grow again. I was done growing. That was the end of that because you grow from your ankles and that fractured and that was the end of that. So instead of being like 6'1", 6'2", which is what I should have been, I stopped at 6 feet, which is why my hands and my feet are so big for my damn size. My arms are so long for my size. For a guy that's 6 foot tall, my hands are monstrous. And my head, I have a small head. I can literally make my whole head disappear in my hands. My hands are so huge. It's not even funny. I got monster mitts. My kid following my footsteps too. He's got massive hands. He's got massive feet already. So Naher Victor will come in here. And he's going to give up a home run to Aaron Judge right now. It'll be Judge, Harper, and Will Smith. United States trying to get on the board. He was 1-6 with a 4.87 ERA in the minor leagues. Here is Aaron Judge, the best hitter on the planet. I think I should buy another Aaron Judge rookie. Although when I bought his rookie at the beginning of last year, this is how much cards fluctuate in the market. I bought an Aaron Judge 2017 PSA 10, card number 287, which is the one that technically is in the PSA registry for the Hall of Fame card. $80 I bought that card for the beginning of last year. Pitch is in there for a strike. The count is 0-1, 97 by Victor. $80. They now sell for $300. That's how good this guy is. Pitch. Low. 1-1. It'll be a 1-1 pitch to Judge. All rises right. One time. Pitch. Outside 2-1. I'm telling you, Micker, he's going yard here. I feel it. Judge going to hit one that nobody can catch. Dead center. Let's even go dead center. It'll be a 2-1 to Judge. Swung on and grounded foul. It's 2-2. Judge won the MVP for the third time in his career. I'm pretty sure it's 3 MVPs. He actually should have 4. He should have won it in 2017 as well. The 2-2 to Judge. Victor deals. Judge checked the swing, and I think he went around and he did. He's out on strikes. Well, I guess my prediction was wrong. 1 away. Guy booing Aaron Judge. Are you serious? He went around. I thought he went around, but maybe that's what he was booing, Bodo, not Judge of the call. Rammerman says my Plonkas are winning. Yeah, your Wallies and Plonkers have it, and Bryce Harper goes around, and the count's 0-1. Ken Rosenthal always has the bow ties. An 0-1 pitch coming to Bryce Harper. 1 out, nobody on. In the bottom of the 4th, Great Britain leads 1-0. A solo homer by Nate Eaton to lead off the game, and that's where we stand. U.S. had a threat in the 2nd, but we're not able to score with 1st and 3rd, and 2 out pitches in the dirt. Count 1-1. The price rise and fall due to performance. Like anything else, Dire Giants fan, it's because of supply and demand. Guy has a good year. Everybody wants to buy their card. So it drives the price up. Pitch is in the dirt 2-1. So that's what happens. People want Aaron Judge's rookie because they know he's going to Hall of Fame, so they want to invest in the card. So the more people buy it, as soon as they buy it, they're like, okay, well, it's sold for 80, 80, 80, 80. I'm going to list it at 100. Then they sell it 100. Then you move it to 150, and they sell it 150. Then you move it to 200. You just keep moving it up until they don't sell. Pitch is swung and a miss by Harper. And it is 2-2. Gates Krieger. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Gates trying to get a dono train started. Says, this happy patriot says, go USA. All my childhood crushes. Harper swings and misses. Strike 3. All my childhood crushes, I trade in for a USA to win. You and me both, bro. I do not watch UFC. I've never watched UFC or what's the other one? There's UFC and there was something else. The Octagon one. I forgot the other one, but I never watched any of them. So 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Will Smith. Smith was robbed of a homer his last time up pitch in the dirt, 0-1. A great play by Trace Thompson in the 2nd. It was really USA's only opportunity to score. They had 1st and 3rd. They haven't done a lot in this game. It'll be a 1-0 to Will. And pitch 2-0. Will Smith looking to get jiggy with it here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Great Britain. Two-0 pitch. Upstairs 3-0. Gunnar Henderson awaits on deck. We'll see if Smith has the green light here. 3-0. He takes ball 4. So a 2-out walk here for Will Smith. And I'll bring up the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Well, we'll see, Gorf. Right now, Great Britain has pitched well. They've had some really good defensive plays. The United States has not been able to scratch across the run yet. Here is Gunnar batting from the left side. Victor deals upstairs. It's 5 in a row out of the strike zone. Gunnar's 1 for 1. He singled back in the second. He was stranded at third. Will Smith leads off first. I hate this umpire cam. Pitch is in there for a strike. The count's 1-1. I hate it because the umpire doesn't keep his head still. It'll be a 1-1 pitch to Gunnar Henderson. 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs, 1 on in the bottom of the 4th. Now here, Victor deals, swung on and fouled away. The count's 1-2. Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge, the 2 MVP guys. Mike G, what up, brother? It'll be a 1-2 here to Gunnar. United States trying to tie this game. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. Favorite 90s horror movies? Outside of Scream, the original Scream, I don't know that anything stands out for 90s horror movies. I did like the remake of the remake of Night of the Living Dead. That came out in 1990. But I can't really think of any that really stand out. I don't know if Stir of Echoes was a horror movie. I liked that. Pitch, swung on and foul tip. The catcher could not hold on, so Gunnar gets a new life. I never saw American Psycho. Candyman's a good one. Candyman is a good one, absolutely. That's up there. Dead Alive is a great horror movie. It's an Australian horror movie. That one's up there. Dead Alive. It's more horror comedy, but Blair Witch is all right. I wasn't a huge fan of that. 1-2 pitch upstairs, 2-2. Dead Alive is one of the best ones. Really gory. Australian. Peter Jackson actually directed that before he got into Lord of the Rings, but that was a Peter Jackson film. If Afghanistan was here, he would know what I'm talking about. The 2-2 pitch to Gunnar Henderson. Victor deals. Gunnar takes just inside. 3-2. That'll give Will Smith a head start from first. This game, Bodo, is in Houston, so it's now, I think, called Dacon Park. It was Minute Maid before. They always change the name, but it's in Houston. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I didn't like I Know What You Did Last Summer or Urban Legend. They kind of ripped off Scream. It was kids with the USA painted on their torsos. A little girl, they're getting with her little USA skirt. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Victor fired up as he struck. I think he struck out the side, if I'm not mistaken. And that will end the 4th. The United States gets no runs on no hits. And they leave 1. He did strike out the side. We've played 4, 1-0 UK. But yeah, Bodo, this one's in Houston. This one is in Houston. Let's get 100 likes if we have not. We haven't. We got 63. Come on, baby. Scary movies. I actually can't stand those movies, if I'm being honest. I think they fucking suck. And I don't like comedies anyway. I don't like them. Never been much of a comedy guy. There's just nothing funny about comedy movies. I guess they're making another one. But I always thought the Wayans brothers were absolute hacks. especially Damon Wayans. He's a fucking hack. He's a terrible actor. He has no talent, much like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a fucking hack. He does not have one single talented bone in his body. But, he does favors for the Diddy guys, and that's why he's popular. That guy has there's nothing talented about Kevin Hart at all. Same thing with Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans. Nothing. They don't have one talented fucking bone in their body. A phone booth could outact those guys. I've never liked them. They're the type of guys, much like Saturday Night Live, where they're good for 20 minutes. Like you can deal, like in Living Color, they were good for 20 minutes. An hour and a half's too much. Kevin James is the same way. Kevin James is good on King of Queens for 20, 22 minutes. And a 90-minute movie, it's too much. Damon Wayans reminds you of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is more talented than Damon Wayans. Xavier, how can I be the man when you the man, brother? All right, enjoy the UFC fight. Yeah, well, my kid's not really into sports. I'm not going to bring him to a sports game if he's not into it. So he said to me, he asked me the other day, he's like, are you upset that I don't want, I'm like, no, I would never tell you have to like sports because I do. Like, I would never tell you have to like something because I like it. I hope you do in the future, but I never force you to like it. That pitch is foul away. Clay Holmes back out there for the fifth. It'll be Yvonne Johnson, Justin Wynn, and Trace Thompson, 6, 7, and 8 for Great Britain. The pitch hit in the air, left field, out of play, 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Great Britain. 0-2-1 for the United States. The one big hit was the leadoff homer by Nate Eaton. And that is the 1 run in this game. The pitch, upstairs, 1-2. United States had their 2 hits in the fourth. They were not able to scratch across the run. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Swung on a pitch in the dirt. Clay Holmes coming in there, mowing him down. United States fans in attendance. Somebody wearing a lion costume for some reason. But U.S. fans haven't had much to cheer about in this one so far. Here is Justin Wiley. He grounds foul, and the count's 0-1. Wiley's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. One nothing Great Britain as you play in the top of the fifth. That pitch is way outside. Count 1-1. John Hub, what it is, brother. We're live for the Knicks and Lakers tomorrow. 3 o'clock on the East Coast. 12 o'clock on the West Coast. 3 in the morning, Monday morning in the Philippines. Pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. The Knicks should win that game. The Knicks are better than the Lakers. And the Lakers never win a noon game in LA. They never win. I've been streaming the Lakers for 8 years, and I swear they don't win on Sunday afternoon. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Clay Holmes looking like fucking Tom Seaver out there right now. 2 away. Where the hell was this guy with the Yankees? Of course, he's not. There's not a lot of major league hitters here either that he's facing, so that's part of it. But Holmes is pitching well. Here is Trace Thompson, takes a sweeper for a strike. The count is 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, and the top of the fifth. Great Britain leads 1-0. The pitch. Called a strike, looked like it was off the plate. 0-2. Trace Thompson is 0 for 1. Holmes looking to retire the side, and he does. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Clay Holmes looking dominant. Clay Holmes has 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. The Great Britain goes in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0. United States looking for a run. Does look like 2022 Clay Holmes. Hit that thumbs up, guys and girls. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Let's get all the likes we can get. Hitty to likey and smacky to subby. Saw a guy today. The dude had it was a guy on the Italy team. He was 3 for 3. He had 2 homers. They said his OPS was 4.333. And I'm like, how the hell can you have an OPS of 4.333? Because the most you can have is 4. If you have a 4 OPS, it means you hit a home run. How can you have more than a 4 OPS? Unless walking counts. I guess walking counts towards it. Bucky Badass it up. He says, hello from Great Britain. I can't believe we're winning. You guys have played really good defense. And Victor looked really good since coming in for Visa. He looked really good last inning. He struck out the side. So baseball is a wonderful game, man. It really depends on pitching. If you get good pitching, you can beat anybody. Trace Thompson definitely had the play of the game. It saved a home run. I don't know, Bodo. I've never seen any. I don't know how somebody would have a 4-point. That's AJ Przinsky over there. Yep. Trying to see what kind of watch he has on there because I'm a watch guy. It's hard to tell. A lot of them look like that. That could be an Omega. That could be a Seiko. Adam Wainwright wearing the U.S. blazer up there. Victor back out there for the 5th. It'll be the bottom of the order for the United States. It is Roman Anthony, Ernie Clement, and Pete Crow Armstrong. Hammer, you're the man, brother. What a legend. Seriously, brother, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the support, my friend. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you. In there, that was not a strike, but called one. We need some of these right now. But Hammer, thank you, man.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
He says, "What is love? Baby, don't hurt me." The old Hathaway song from back in the day. It'll be a 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Victor Anthony down 1-2. How are we still losing, Samantha? We're not hitting. We are not hitting. That is why. Not hitting. The 1-2. Low 2-2. I don't watch cricket, so cricket's not like, at least from what I know, Bucky, I don't think cricket's televised over here. I remember when we had like the COVID thing, I still don't even think cricket was, like, they had Korean baseball broadcast over here. Anthony swings and misses. And Victor has struck out all 4, well, not all 4 batters. He struck out 4 batters. He walked a guy, but all 4 outs have been strikeouts. A filthy pitch. Great late movement down and in. There's no way a team has minus 9.5 runs. Holy shit. I would have bet almost everything I have on Great Britain. To cover 10 runs in baseball? There's no way that can be accurate. There's no way that any baseball team's a 10-run favorite. 0-1. He swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. I would have taken Great Britain all day getting 10 runs. Alan, hello from Osaka, Japan. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Pitch swung on and grounded to third. Nice backhanded play, and the throw to first is high, and Clement beats it. Savon Johnson went to the backhand, and he lofted the ball. Murray went up to catch it when he came down. Great hustle by Ernie Clement. Oh, Hammer, I'm doing the shot in the bottom of the going to the bottom of the seventh, brother. Bottom of the seventh. We got that shot. He's safe. But I got you, brother. I got you. And Marcelino is going to come out and make a pitching change. So Great Britain will make a change here. In the bottom of the fifth, the United States trail 1-0. They have a guy on first and one out. I'm going to go pee really quick. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be right back. All right. All righty. I can't believe any baseball game would have that big of a differential. Honestly, I would never take any baseball team, no matter who the hell they're playing, to cover 10 runs. 10 runs are hard to get. I don't care who you're playing. I don't care who you're playing. My wife and kid just got back. I think that's who they are. Either that or I got some stranger in my driveway. Man Jam says, how are we losing to the British? Well, we're not hitting. Nope, you know what that is? It's rain. That's what's setting off my camera. I think it was supposed to rain tonight. That's news to me. News to me, man. Wow. Monday and Tuesday, pitch low. Monday and Tuesday, it's supposed to be 69 degrees up here. Holy shit, that's really warm for this time of year. But that's a good sign. That is closer than it is farther away. That we're gonna have that weather eventually. Pitch is swung on the ground. A fair ball inside first and down the line. It kicks off the wall. Clement is going to be held up at third. Going to second with a double is Pete Crow Armstrong. And the United States has their most legitimate threat so far. Runners at second and third with one out. 8.5. Holy shit. Yeah, not in the 60s tomorrow here. It's supposed to be in the middle 50s, but that's still nice for the beginning of March. 8.5 runs. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, we go to the top of the order. Kyle Schwarber has a chance to get the United States on the board for the first time. They have runners at second and third with one out. Scrub is on. Scrub deals and it's swung on a miss. I'm sorry, that's just a funny name. Schwarber's over 2. He grounded out twice. Scrub. I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that gets no love from me. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Clement's going to come home and he will score. The United States has tied it up at 1 apiece. Scrub fires one in the dirt. Ford can come up with it. Advancing to third is Pete Crow Armstrong. And the U.S. has tied it up at 1 apiece. Oh, it's a pass ball. 14-15 runs. Still, that is just, I can't believe it. It's just a lot of runs in baseball. Schwarber takes upstairs 2-1. That ball didn't get that far away either. Clement went right away. The United States has a chance to take the lead. A runner on third, 1 out. Schwarber at the plate. Scrub deals. Schwarber hits it in the air. Way back to right. You can kiss it goodbye. Bah, Felicia, this ball is gone, and the United States takes a 3-1 lead.
Yes. Yes.
3-1 U.S. Schwarber goes big fly, and there was a no doubt about her. 427 feet into the right field seats. And just like that, the U.S. is up 3-1. A pitch in there for a strike to Bregman. That got the crowd going. Those guys have the old wigs there from the 1770s. Boston Tea Party Part 2. Yeah, they can't beat us, right? They didn't beat us in 1776. They're not going to beat us in 2026. 250th anniversary of our country, damn it. Can't lose. Crowd on their feet now. They're making some noise. Pitch. Swung on and ripped down the line, and it is just foul. Oh, they said it's fair. I think that ball is foul. Unless that touched the chalk, that looked foul to me. Well, for now, it's a double for Bregman. Well, they're not even going to replay that. I must have missed that. Chance of U.S. saving the crowd. Those guys are drunk. I feel you. I was drunk last night, and I still owe Hammer a shot. Scrub is going to come out of there. Scrub came in and just threw some gasoline on the fire. I don't know. Bodo says, what is 250 years? I know 200 was called the bicentennial. I was alive for that, and now I'm alive for 250. God help me. I don't know what 250 years is called. I was also alive for the bicentennial. I was only a year old, but I wasn't even quite a year old at that point because the bicentennial was July 4th, 1976. I was not quite one yet. 3-1 United States. It started with an error by Trace Thompson. Ernie Clement with a really good hustle. Then Pete Crow Armstrong doubled inside the first baseline. Then we had a wild pitch or a pass ball that scored Clement. And then Kyle Schwarber raked one deep into the night to give the United States a 3-1 lead. Bregman then doubled, and now Judge is up there. And we will have a pitching change for Great Britain. It has been 250 years. It is crazy. The U.S. plays again on Monday night. I should be live for that one as well because the Lakers do not play on Monday. I told you I'm going to try to do as many of these as I can. I'm going to try to do a lot more Yankee stuff this year. I want to do more baseball. I mean, it is my favorite damn sport. I probably should do more of it. United States plays Mexico Monday night at 8, so I should be live for that. Semi-quincentennial. Ooh. They probably should have let Victor finish that inning. I agree with you. Victor was mowing him down. Let's get 28 more likes so we can get this to 100 likes. But yeah, 250 years, July 4th. They race at Phoenix tomorrow. I haven't freaking watched. The crazy thing is, man, I watched the last 20 laps, wherever the hell they raced. There was a road course. I don't even remember the damn guy's name, but there's a guy that's won the first 3 races of the year. That's never been done. And Michael Jordan owns that team. Michael Jordan's always winning. Guy gets in a NASCAR. His drivers won the first 3 races of the season. Judge hits it in the air. And that's going to be shallow right. Coming in to make the catch is Thompson. And there's 208. Judge is 0 for 3. I did not know the FIFA Cup was... Again, I'm not a big soccer guy, so I didn't know much about that. Yeah, Jordan stays winning, doesn't he? Here's Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 2. Bregman leads off second. Fouled away. United States swinging at the first pitch here. Benoit's on the mound now, or Benoit, however you say it. Harper over 2. Flew out in the first. Struck out his last at bat. The 0-1 to Bryce. It hit him. And he will go to first. Undoes the elbow pad. Gives a look out to the mound. He wasn't very happy with that. And then I'll bring up Will Smith. Will Smith was robbed of a home run his first at bat. The United States trying to break this one open. They've scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. The big blow, the 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber. That caught Bryce Harper right on the ankle guard. And they lead 3-0. They have 2 on with 2 out. I'm sorry, they lead 3-1. They have 2 on with 2 out. I have no idea what these guys are wearing. Kid has a hot dog hat on. He's a Yankee fan. We don't claim him. Will Smith, like I said, he was robbed of a homer his first at bat. He walked his last at bat. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 5th. United States are 3 runs in, lead 3-1. Benoit deals outside. Nice stop there by Ford. The count's 1-0. He's going to get jiggy with it. We'll see. That's what I always say when he hits a home run. No, getting jiggy with it. He's at least looking for a single here to push across another run. 1-0 to Will. Inside 2-0. Gunnar Henderson awaits on deck. Low 3-0. Let's see if Will has the green light. Pitch. He does not, and it doesn't matter. Way outside, so Benoit walks Will Smith. The bases are juiced for Gunnar Henderson. The United States trying to break it open here in the bottom. Wow, we're going to have another pitching change? I guess the World Baseball Classic rules are different. I guess you don't have to face 3 batters. This will be the 5th pitcher for Great Britain. Obviously, they can't lose anymore because if they do, they're done. I thought he pointed to the bullpen. Maybe he didn't. Maybe they're just having a conversation here. Aaron Judge itching his head. He's over 3 tonight. So it's been a head-scratching night for Judge. He has not hit the ball hard at all. There's an Orioles fan, obviously, a big Gunnar Henderson fan, has the Gunnar jersey on. Guess he did not make the pitching change. It's just a meeting at the mound. Bregman's on at 3rd. Harper's on at 2nd. Smith is on at 1st. Gunnar Henderson's in the batter's box. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th for the U.S. They lead 3-0. A wild pitch scored Ernie Clement. A 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber. That is the United States, 3 runs. Nate Eaton led off the game with a home run for Great Britain. That is their lone run. Gunnar Henderson is 1 for 2. He singled his last at bat, or his first at bat. Pitches outside 1-0 as Benoit now struggling to find the zone. Bases are drunk. Henderson looking to sober him up here. One big swing could put the United States out in front by a lot. It pitches way outside 2-0. Tyler Visa and Naher Victor pitched really well, but last couple of guys have struggled. 2-0. It's called the strike. Henderson was taken all the way, 2-1. U.S. won their first game last night against Brazil. They're going to go 2-0 here in the pool. The pitch bounced up there. Nice stop by Ford. Saved a run. 3-1. Big pitch here. This is a damage pitch for Gunnar. Everybody standing. The pitch. Nice pitch on the corner. Henderson wanted a ball, but it did catch the corner. That's about as good of a pitch as you can have in that situation. Count is full. We'll start the merry-go-round with the bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom in the 5th. A lot of U.S. flags everywhere in this stadium. USA baseball jerseys and caps. Gunnar trying to give him something else to cheer about. The pitch swung on and ripped foul. And the count remains full at 3-2. Kelly, what up? Janet Jackson, slippery nipple. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Italy ripped Brazil 8-0 today. Aaron Judge, a team captain, cheering on his teammate. The payoff pitch swung on and hit in the air, deep but foul, and the count remains 3-2. Get a bat here for Gunnar. My guy Kelly Gardner in the house. Gunnar trying to break this open in the bottom of the 5th. U.S. up 3-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Benoit pitches, swung on and ripped. Base hit center field. 1 run will score. The ball is bobbled out there. 2 runs will score. Bregman goes into 2nd. It's 5-1 United States. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Here is Roman Anthony. Aaron, brother, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Brilly, my guy. Finally, this is poor from us for a while. Yeah, they're starting to establish a dominance right now, man. Pitch. Outside. Hammer! My guy Hammer's a legend, bro.
You can put it on the. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for being a friend.
I can't even put the United States flag in the chat. I was trying to. That pitch is inside too, and I was trying to put the USA flags in the chat. Let me see some USA flags in the chat, guys. Let me see some USA flags up and down. United States still batting. They've batted around here. 5 runs are in, 2 men are on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Anthony takes low, 3-0. Ernie Clement, who got it started, on deck. That's what I'm talking about. It'll be a 3-0 pitch. Anthony taking all the way, takes down the middle, 3-1. United States has exploded here. 5 runs on 4 hits. 1 huge error that got this inning started. 3-1. Anthony hits a chopper up the middle. This should end the inning, and it will. But the U.S. comes up huge. 5 runs, 4 hits, 2 left. We've played 5. We'll go to the top of the 6th. United States 5, Great Britain 1. Big at bat. Kyle Schwarber with a 2-run homer. Bregman with a 2-run double. Actually, I think it wasn't an error. I'm sorry. The error was on the center fielders. So it's 5, but it still was 4 hits for the United States. Allen says, I'm chugging a beer for Jason Giambi. There you go. Actually, I'm going to get I owe Hammer a shot. I'm going to get this out of the way now. Been dreading this because I don't want to do any more. But I owe Hammer a shot. So I'm going to do my shot. Get my water on deck here. Hammer, U.S., let's go, United States. Oh, it's so bad. Oh. My guy, Hammer, you're the man, bro. Thank you, brother.
You can put it on the. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for being a friend.
Appreciate you, brother. Hulk Hogan's ripping his shirt open in heaven right now. That's right. Let me tell you something. Well, let me tell you, Mean Gene. Terrorizing just brought out the dono train. I believe that was a dono train. Terrorizing. Thank you, brother. I think that's a dono train. Am I not mistaken? Jones, Hammer, terrorizing. That was a dono train. That's all I can do on that because we get copyrighted otherwise. Dono train. He just brought the USA flag. There we go. Choo-choo is right, baby. Ooh, yeah. 5-1 United States. Clay Holmes out there for his 3rd inning. It'll be Ian Lewis, Nate Eaton, and Jazz Chisholm. 9-1-2 here. The scheduled batters for Great Britain. United States finally getting on the board and getting on the board in a big way with 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch outside 1-1. I think Kershaw is just more of like a coach almost. I don't even know if he's pitching. The pitch upstairs. I think I have a Clayton Kershaw rookie, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have a Kershaw and a Justin Verlander. When Hammer asked to see my cards, I had to look because I thought I had those. I don't even know what I have anymore. Pitch. Grounded up the middle. Nice play by Gunnar on the right side of the second base bag. He gets Lewis 1 away. A mentor. A lot of my cards I don't even keep here. Like I keep them in, I have a safe deposit box. Like my Ty Cobbs and stuff. I keep those there. But I can show those off at some point. Like I said, when I'm live for 12 hours on March 19th, we can do it. Pitch. Called a strike. It looked like it was outside. Count 0-1. Nate Eaton is the lone Great Britain run. He led off the game. First pitch he saw, he took Tyler Skubal deep. Great Britain has been done since. Pitch is fouled away. 5-1 USA. Eaton is 2 for 2. I guess they called that second one a hit, not an error. I thought that was an error. Pitch. Outside. I do have a P.O. box. It's changed, so I'm pretty sure it's in the description. Yeah, I had to change it because I let it run out by mistake. I haven't been there since I got a new one. I have to. It's so far away from my house. I should just move it to a closer post office to me. Pitch is outside, 2-2. But yeah, it's in the description. I'm pretty sure. It'll be a 2-2 pitch to Nate Eaton. He's got both hits for Great Britain tonight. Pitch is fouled off. I do have a Bodo jersey. Absolutely. It's number 47, Steelers jersey. We know that was Mel Blount, but it's Bodo's number. Venison jerky. Hell yeah, Hammer. That's what I'm talking about. That shit's good as hell. Pitch. Swung on and lined. Nate Eaton is 3 for 3. Judge fields it in right. And Great Britain, that's the first hit they've had in a long time. Obviously, because Nate Eaton's the only guy getting a hit. He's on first with 1 out. That'll bring up second baseman Jazz Chisholm. One thing we know about Jazz, he definitely has power. He is the captain of Great Britain. Wears that C proudly. Says he's going to be a 50-50 guy for the Yankees. Just worry about fucking getting hits and fielding the baseball, dude. Stop, don't worry about hitting 50 fucking home runs. You're not hitting 50 homers. How about you just hit 250? I'll be happy. Pitcher's in there for a strike. And the pitch. It's outside, 1-1. 18 likes away from 100. I can't believe we don't have 100 likes in the stream by now. Let's get that done. It'll be a 1-1 to Jazz, 1 out, 1 on top of the 6, 5-0, or 5-1 United States. Jazz fouls it back. It counts 1-2. A kilometer is 2.2 miles. .2 miles is what a kilometer is. 1-2 pitch. Hey, struck him out. Wrong one. 5 Ks for Clay Holmes. That's the Jazz Chisholm I know on the Yankees. Yankee fans, that's what we can expect from Jazz all year. You just got to look at Jazz on the Yanks right there. Pitch. In there for a strike to Harry Ford. 0-1. Ford is 0 for 2. He popped out and grounded out. United States leads 5-1 in the top of the 6th. Nate Eaton on first with 2 outs for Great Britain. Holmes deals in there for a strike. Runner takes off, throw to second, not in time. So Eaton continues his good night. 3 for 3. And a steal now. Will Smith was not expecting that. What are they looking at? They want to challenge us? Did I miss something? What the hell did I miss here? Did he come off the bag? He's safe. I don't think he ever touched him, man. He's safe. That's a bad challenge. I don't even think this is close, guys. Ooh, maybe he did get him right. That angle looks like he got him. That angle looked like he got him. That angle, you can't see shit. All right, that's tough. Maybe he got him on the back of the calf. Calves are. And you can't see anything from that angle. The angle from behind second base was the one that looked the best to the United States. Still challenging this. Why isn't Kevin Moss in it? Well, he's a little old. That call was upheld. I don't think he's out. There, it doesn't look like he touched him at all. This one, it looked like he did touch him. So it's hard to tell. The Ripken error card is one of my favorites. Oh, they're still looking at this. This is a long-ass challenge. U.S. leads 5-1. You guys use feet, yards, inches, and miles in Britain? I didn't know that. I thought the United States, wow, they overturned it. So he is out. Nate Eaton, I thought he was safe. That's the wrong thing. But I tell you this, that's not a good play by Nate Eaton. You're down by 4 runs. Stealing a base isn't a good idea anyway. So Great Britain is down. No runs, 1 hit because of the caught stealing. Nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 United States. Darnell, it's on Fox. It is on Fox. I thought the U.S. was the only country that used our weird ass measuring system. Same thing in like degree. Like I don't know if anybody does any other country in the world use Fahrenheit to measure the temperature. They usually use Celsius. We use Fahrenheit. We got to be different. We got to be different over here. We must be different. You know, it's weird. It's 10 o'clock at night. I really have not been hungry all day. Outside of having breakfast, I ate breakfast. I really have not had much of an appetite. All of a sudden, I'm like freaking starving. Libya uses it too. I didn't know that. All of a sudden, I'm hungry. 10 o'clock at night, I get hungry. Hammer, you are the man, bro. I'm done with the shots, though, dude. No more. No mas. No mas, but you are a fucking legend. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will drink a beer. I'm not going to chug it, but I will go grab a brewski, brother, and I'll down a beer with you. You are a fucking legend, brother.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Hammer, thank you, man. He says, beers, blondes, and birdies, keys to being a great American. I'm going to get a breakaway blonde right now. I'm going to drink a beer with you. I'm not going to chug it, but I will be right back. Puerto Rico and Panama are tight. I need more blonde than birdie. Looks like there's one blonde for you, brother. It'll be Clement, Crow Armstrong, and Schwarber for the United States. Popped up. behind the plate out of play. Fernander's in the game now. For Great Britain, their fifth pitcher. It was Ernie Clement that got that big inning started for the United States with his infield single. He singled, Crow Armstrong doubled. Wild pitch scored Clement. Schwarber hit a 2-run homer. Bregman singled. Harper walked or got hit by a pitch. Smith walked, and Gunnar had a 2-run single. Pitch is outside 1-1. I haven't golfed in a long time. You know what I do now? I do virtual golf. You know why? I don't have to freaking chase the ball around. And I'll tell you this, the only reason I ever golfed was the reason to drink. I always sucked at golf. Pitch in there for a strike that counts 1 or 2. I always sucked at golf. I could drive the shit out of the ball, but I'm like you, Hammer. Not even putting. I was a good putter, but using irons, suck ass with irons. I could not use an iron to save my life. Pitch is ripped to left field. That'll be a base hit. So the United States with a good start here to their 6th. Clement on with another leadoff single. That'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. Give me a couple of coins here. Hammer, I'm exactly the same, bro. I can rip the ball off the tee, but I'm like you. I got no clue which direction it's going. Same. No idea. It could go straight. It could go straight right. I never hook the ball. I either slice it or I hit it straight. I slice the shit out of the ball, though. That soda's not around anymore. They throw over to first and Clement's back. Nobody, Slice doesn't make soda anymore, do they? You know, I'm repping the United States. Of course, I got to drink a beer from the U.S., right? This is how we do it. Unlike Budweiser, which is made in Mexico now, we don't drink that here. We don't drink lousy Budweiser. Although I'm not going to lie. I mean, I do like imported beer. Not Budweiser. Budweiser's always been shitty. I don't care where the hell it's made. That has always been a cheap shit beer. I've never, ever, ever in my life liked Budweiser. And I like a lot of beers. I've never liked that one. It'll be an 0-1 to Crow Armstrong outside 2-0. I do love a lot of Belgian and German beer. To me, they're the best. But as far as like beers in the United States, that is your best. And Omegang is really good. That's near the Hall of Fame by where I live. Well, I don't live by the Hall of Fame. I'm a couple hours away from the Hall of Fame. But pitch, 3-0. Is Boston really part? Well, we can give Boston back to the UK. I'm fine with that. I'm not really a fan. Well, actually, I like the city of Boston. State of Massachusetts, though. I do like the city of Boston, though. I can't lie. I hate the Red Sox. I love Fenway Park. 3-0 pitch. Runner goes. It doesn't matter. It's a walk. So, United States looking to really break it open here. They have their first 2 men on top of the order coming up. Here's Kyle Schwarber, who hit one that hasn't landed yet. His last at bat. 16 more likes, man. New Jersey can go too. I agree with you. Move the Giant Stadium back to New York. I'm not a fan of Jersey. That I'll tell you. I'm more of a fan of Boston than I am of Jersey. And I live like on the Vermont-Massachusetts border. But literally, Massachusetts is 30 minutes from me. Like I'm really close to Massachusetts. Pitch. It's in there for a strike to Schwarber on the inside corner. 0-1. The Jets and Giants have to find a place in New York where they should be anyway. Exactly. You're not allowed to pump gas in New Jersey. Somebody's got to pump it for you. I realized that when I went down there. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Pitch. Low 1-1. Clement on at second. Pete Crow Armstrong on at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. The United States up 5-1 and looking for more. I want to play Shut Up and Dance with Me again. Hit a home run, dude. Pitch. Outside, 2-1. Somebody's got to hit a home run. I hope that one doesn't copyright me. I don't think the Dono train will. I think because I cut Crazy Train off before 5 seconds, you don't get copyrighted. And when you go over 5 seconds, it copyrights you. and you lose monetization. The pitch, outside 3-1. I mean, it's not really a big deal, to be honest, because I don't get much monetization for these because I don't run ads during my live streams. It'll be a 3-1 to Kyle. U.S. up 5-1, looking for more. Threatening with 2 on. The pitch, that is low. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Hammer said, how much for another beer? My God, are you trying to kill me, dude? We still got 3 innings. I can probably do one. I can probably drink one more beer. But I can't chug it. I can't do shots though, bro. I probably can drink one more beer. I probably got one more beer in me. I probably got one more, and that's it, dude. I drank a lot yesterday. And I'm not young like you, dude. It takes me a while to recover. Yes, the Walk the Moon song. I played that a couple times today. He's not trying to euthanize me. Hammer just likes to drink with me, and I understand it. It's all good, man. Bases loaded. Bregman up there. The pitch is in there for a strike. Everybody's standing again. Base loaded. Nobody up. Bottom of the 6th. United States leads 5-1. It'll be an 0-1 to Bregman. Fernander deals. Bregman could not hold up. Count 0-2. Tara Rising says, we like to drink with you, bad. Yeah, weekends we can do it. During the week, number one, it fucks up my diet. Even Friday night, I shouldn't be drinking according to my diet. It's a lot of empty calories I put in my body last night. 0-2, and he checked the swing. Did he go? He did not. He counts 1-2. Yeah, I can't do it during the week. I got to get up at 5:30 for work, so that I can't do that. I can't do it during the week at all. I got to wake up for work. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Line. It's going to hold up. It should score a run, though. Clement's going to come in and score. It is 6-1 United States. Sack fly for Alex Bregman. 6-1 U.S. Crow Armstrong went to third. That'll bring up Aaron Judge, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Come on, Judge. Hit a home run, man. Let me play the Walk the Moon song. No drink for me. I'm at ampicillin for my sinus infection. No booze. Hopefully you get better, Bodo. V-Man, thank you, bro.
Thank you for being a friend.
It'll be Judge is over 3 tonight. The pitch, low, 1-0. Headbed Dog just came here after Puerto Rico had an insane walk-off versus Panama. I haven't seen San Juan that hype since they drove the governor out of town. I just went upstairs to grab another beer, and I saw it was 3-3 in the 10th. Just send us your days off, Callers. We can prep the days you're off. I can't drink the way I used to, man. I'm fucking old, dude. Pitch is swung on in, laced into the corner. That's going to bounce off the wall. Not even bounce off the wall. It crushes the wall. A run will score. That ball is hit so hard. The Judge only ends up with a single, but it's an RBI. He hit that ball 120 miles an hour. It's another run for the U.S. It's 7-1. Damn, maybe the United States. Who is talking about the United States being minus 8.5 today? They might win by 9 runs. Yes, they are, Taco Master. That ball was killed. I think he put a hole in the scoreboard over there. Let's see if he broke it. He did. He broke. Aaron Judge broke part of the scoreboard. That's going to be in for Fernander. You got them minus 4.5. You won. You won. Great Britain ain't scoring anymore. The United States might put up 5 or 6 more in this game. It's crazy, man. We'll be live for the Knicks and Lakers tomorrow, 3 o'clock on the East Coast, noon in LA, very early in the Philippines, 3 in the morning. And then we'll be live again Monday night for the U.S. against Mexico. (7-1) U.S. Judge accidentally got a base hit. He killed that ball. Boy, I'm hungry, man. You know what sounds really good right now is some pizza. Pizza sounds really good right now. Too bad it's so fucking late. I want to have a pizza delivered anyway, man. You know when I do those 24-hour streams, literally if I get a pizza with 3 toppings, with the pizza, the delivery fee, and the tip, the shit cost me over $50 for a fucking pizza. That is insane. Yes, it is noon on the West Coast. It's the Knicks and Lakers play at 3:30 on the East. I'm always live a half an hour before the game. San Juan is like my favorite place to vacation. It always has been. I haven't been there in a while, but I loved it. We used to stay at the ESJ Towers. I guess that place isn't there anymore. My guy Taco Master brought the Luca dog shit just because. No pineapple terrorizing. You know better. You know better. I'll never crave that. Pineapple don't belong in a pizza. I am nursing this beer. Struggling to get this one down. They are. Look at they're fixing that. Aaron Judge broke that shit. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the U.S. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for Great Britain. The pitch is way outside by Langhorn. Bryce Harper was hit by a pitch in the last inning. He scored on the single by Bregman. Pitch to Bryce, way upstairs, 2-0. This is true thing. Ever since Victor got replaced, Great Britain's got rocked. These guys have no control. They don't know where the ball is going. And there's not a lot of movement on these pitches. It's a lot of straight as a string fastballs. Major league hitters are going to kill those. That ball is a 52-footer. It was a nice catch or great stop there by Ford. 3-0 to Bryce. Will Smith awaits on deck. That sounds pretty damn good, Bodo. Italian sausage, mushroom pizza. That sounds pretty freaking good right now. It sounds really good right now. Sounds really good. What up, JC? Yeah, I didn't see pitch. Called a strike. Harper is ready to walk to first. 7-1 U.S. Looking for more in the bottom of the 6th. 2 guys on. First and second. 1 out. 3-1 coming to Bryce Harper. Schwarber is on at second. Judge on at first. Harper's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. Swings and grounds it weakly. It's going to be a tough play, and Harper's going to beat it out. Bryce Harper gets an infield single, and the United States has him loaded again for Will Smith. That's not the right drop. There's a $5 pizza. After delivery fee, tip, taxes cost me $150. Well, I know you're exaggerating, but it sounds about right. Jack, what up? Thank you for being a member for 8 months, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. I did play baseball in college, high school. I wasn't very good. It was very average. Very average in high school. Playing in like Babe Ruth, I was actually pretty good, but in my high school, man, no, it was very average. Here's Will Smith. He's walked twice and flown out. He's 0 for 1. Very average. I wasn't really good at a lot. The only sports I was really good at that I lettered in, I did letter in baseball because I was a varsity player, but I wasn't very good. I was good enough to make the team. That pitch is outside 1-0. But not like a star. Same thing at football. I was good enough to make the team, but I wasn't very good. I was below average football player. I was pretty much on the bench for varsity. And then I broke my ankle anyway, and that was playing football, practicing. The pitch is low, 2-0. But I did get my letter in that. The only sports I really ever exceeded in, track, I was really fast. I mean, I could fly when I was young. Pitches, grounded, foul, 2-1. And bowling. Still a really good bowler. I can't run like I used to. I'm 50, almost 51 years old. There's no way I'm running 100 meters in 10.8 seconds. That's not happening. Or 200 meters in 22 seconds. That's not happening. Not happening. Might take me 40 seconds to run 200 meters. This day and age, pitches upstairs, but I can still bowl like a motherfucker. I gotta figure out a tripod and what happened over here? My wife must have moved stuff around because I just noticed my son's bowling balls on my bowling balls. Pitch. Swung on and hit in the air, deep left field, and oh, what a catch. It's going to score a run, but what a great catch by Christian Robinson, saving 2 more runs. The United States does get a run. They lead 8-1. That was a great running catch. Robinson got a good jump on that ball. That was ticketed for the gap in 3 runs, but he made that catch. Great Britain has made some really good freaking plays out in the outfield tonight. Then I'll bring up Gunnar Henderson. He is 2 for 3. He's single, doubled, and driven in 2. The U.S. with a commanding 8-1 lead. I guess the only thing that is up in the air is, can the United States cover 8.5 or 9.5 runs, whatever it was, which I forgot who told me that was that high. And I'm like, I can't believe it's that high, but now I guess I can believe it. Upstairs by Langhorne, 1-0. 3 runs on 3 hits in this inning for the United States. They have 2 more guys on, first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 3 in. United States in a commanding 8-1 lead, looking to go 2-0 here in the WBC. And the pitch is right down Broadway. The count is 1-1. So longest it's taken me to drink a beer on this stream in a long time. 1-1, sliced foul, 1-2. 9.5. Crazy, but they may cover that. They may cover that. 3 more runs is definitely not out of the realm of possibility with 2 more innings for the U.S. They get 3 runs right here if Henderson runs into one. It'll be a 1-2 to Gunnar. Popped it up foul. Count remains 1-2. I am an expert at playing with my balls. I don't know if you were here last night when I was showing my balls, Bodo. I showed my Zen 25. Somebody told me their friend would love the Crown Victory shirt. I'm like, because they love the bowling ball or the shirt. But I brought out the Crown Victory and the Zen 25. Pitch is fouled away. Janice likes the Zen 25. Maybe when we go to a break, I'll play with my balls some more for Bodo. I know he likes it. I play with my balls. Be doing a lot of bowling on my week off. That I can tell you. Doing a lot of bowling that week. 1-2 pitch coming to Henderson. Upstairs, 2-2. Boy, I'm fucking old. I used to be able to rip these beers years ago, man. I can't do it anymore. 2-2 pitch upstairs, 3-2. Runners will be off. Jack! Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Brilly. That's right.
Thank you for being a friend.
I ran track in high school too. I'm 27, so I'm still fast. And baseball was the fastest pitch you could 85. Pitch is grounded to short. Nice play, backhand throw, and he's safe. Bregman beats it out. The bases are loaded again. The United States playing well. That'll bring up Roman Anthony with 2 outs and the bases loaded. 85. When we got over 85, I couldn't hit him. That's when I knew I was done playing baseball. 85 miles an hour. I did not have the bat speed to do it. So the fastest pitch, probably 82, 83. At 27, I could still run, but at 50 years old, I can't run. What I can say is this. I still work out like a man. And for my size, again, I'm a guy that weighs 170 pounds. Anybody will tell you, and this is the fact, in that gym, pound for pound, I am one of the strongest guys in that gym at 50 years old. They're going to challenge. I thought he was safe. They are going to challenge. I know there was so much a bad throw. He was off balance. It was just a weak throw. I thought he beat it. He beat it. He's safe. Great Britain just doing whatever they can, but he's safe. But yeah, pound for pound, man. Again, I only weigh 170 pounds. I'm strong as shit for a guy that weighs that much. Safe. Bases loaded. My wife and kid finally making home, or is that rain again? I'll be honest. That is them. I always get a little bit worried when my wife doesn't tell me they're doing something afterwards and they come home like this late. They left at 3:00 to go watch a movie. I always get a little bit worried. Can't lie. I feel much better now. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 8-1 United States. They're looking for more. The bases are loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, Anthony swings and misses. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's singled. You don't need to hit a home run, brother. Just get a single here. Boda, we're going to get more runs right now. Come on, Roman. Pitch. We're not. Roman strikes out on 3 pitches, and that will retire the side. But the United States gets 3 more runs and 4 more hits. They leave them loaded. We'll go to the top of the 7th. The U.S. in control. They lead 8-1. I'm playing it anyway just because I like the freaking song. I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted, but fuck it. I don't care. Got to do it. Got to be done. My new home run song. Oh, no, don't worry. We still have this for the home run song. What other sound effects do I have? I haven't seen Irish Rover tonight. We did play Janice's intro. What other ones that I put on here? This is new. Oh, I forgot. I forgot for Mickey. I forgot about that one. I forgot I had one for Mickey. What else do I have? Oh. Hammer! Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Hammer's a fucking legend, dude. Thank you for being my friend. That is one of the greatest of all time. Who do you think you are? I am. Now, Hammer, you're a lot younger than me. I think you said you were 36, so you're 15 years younger than me. Pete Weber was my favorite bowler growing up. I was a huge Pete Weber fan in the 80s because my temperament was much like his. The difference is I was 12 years old. He was a grown man, but still I love Pete Weber. And I actually, when I was young like that, 12, 13 years old, I bowled like Pete Weber. And then my senior year, I started bowling like Walter Ray Williams, where I just went right up the second arrow, and I was just so much better because I didn't have the rev rate to play a big hook. And I also realized the pitches in there. Bednar's in the game for the United States. It'll be Ford, Murray, and Robinson for Great Britain. The United States leads 8-1 in the top of the 7th. Bednar, obviously a Yankee. The pitch upstairs, 1-1. But yeah, so I just felt like, even though I did have the rev rate back then to do that, I still do, but you can make, the more boards you cross, the more likely you are to make an error. And that down and in style is just perfect for me because I like to throw the ball hard. Like I throw the ball about 18 and a half miles an hour. So I like to throw the ball hard. I don't really like to finesse it. But when I tried to bowl like Pete Weber, I wasn't bad. When I started bowling like Walter Ray, I got really good because it was just easier to play that line. You had some miss room. If I tugged it inside the ball and hold it, if I got it outside the ball, it would come back hard. So pitch outside, 2-2. I love Pete when I was in my prime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he was in his prime, I was in junior bowling. I was like, he was in his prime. Although he did come back and he was really good in the early 2000s. The 90s, he wasn't great. Pitches up and in. But in the early 2000s, he was really good. Favorite bowler, the Grill Weber? Weber is still my favorite. Him and Walter Ray Williams are my favorite bowlers of all time. Pitch. In there for a strike. He gone! Oh, what am I doing? I have that already. So Bednar strikes out. Can I help you, sir? No, thank you. I'm just looking. U.S. up 8-1. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. Here is B.J. Murray. He gets into one, and he pops it straight up in the air. Center fielder Pico Armstrong makes the catch. 2 away. That's pretty awesome, George. I definitely did not hold any records. And I had no high school record. I could run fast, but I was not a record-breaking runner. Second arrow, that's exactly where I am, Boda. I pretty much stand about board 20, but I drift. I stand like in the middle. I stand right around. My left foot's probably on board 21, but I always drift to the right. And I pretty much throw it right up 9 is where I want it. So not quite the 10th board, but just outside that second arrow. Pitches in there for a strike. I got to show off some balls when this inning's over. Some balls. The one odd job or? I don't know what that one is. John Daly was a great golfer. Pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. My favorite golfer back in the day was Arnold Palmer when I was young, like really young. I watched golf in the 80s. I remember the Skins game was always one of my favorites with Nicholson, Trevino, and Arnold Palmer. I've always wanted Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus. I've always wanted a Jack Nicklaus auto. They're expensive now, though. He threw the hat that could. Oh, so he's like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. 1-2. He struck him out. Bednar, solid inning. He gets him out in order. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. United States 8, Great Britain 1. All right, let's show Bodo some balls. That's done. All right. Because Hammer's here, let's show some hammers. Let's show some hammers. This is one of my newer hammers. Still smells new. This thing is strong as fuck. So you really need oil to throw this. If the lanes are dry, the Hammer Maximum effect, like if the lanes are dry, this thing's not really good because it's going to burn all its energy up. But this smells brand new still. But this is a really good ball when it's oily. I threw this ball really well. Like I told the guy at the pro shop, I threw a lot of strikes and I left a lot of splits. That tells you this shit is strong as hell. So there's one of them there. What else we got? Let's break some other ones out here. My kid loves this one. This smells like cherry. This is the Belmo Identity. You can't really see it because he's green. But this is Jason Belmonte's Identity. Smells just like cherry. But, yep, pinned down. I have the thumb insert, so there's no thumb in here. I can throw it like Belmo right now with two hands. But this is a good one. Bodo likes the sweaty ones. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the sweater. What else I got over here? I just knocked over my 8-pin. I got my DV8. I got this for $75. My kid negotiated the deal for me. This is a really good ball. This Wicked Collision. You know, a really good ball. Made by DV8. DV8 Hated Pro is awesome. Got this guy. I have a lot of them over here. Something else I probably told this story before, but it's 8-1. So when I was 14 years old, I had a chance to throw a 300, and I had 11. Obviously, I had 11 in a row. I probably threw the best ball I threw the entire game on my 12th shot, and I was nervous as shit. I was very nervous. My knees were shaking. I was nervous. Threw a perfect ball. I left a solid 8-pin. The thing it just stood there like a big middle finger, like fuck you, and laughing at me. I literally cried. I cried because I didn't get my 300. Pitched to commence low, and they gave me the 8-pin. And it just shows you how old it is because the ABC is no longer around. But literally, man, I still have this from 37 years ago. Pitch bounced up there. I never forgot that. The next time I had a chance to throw a 300 game, I threw the ball right through the nose, and it was like I parted the Red Sea. Threw a 300. And then I've thrown 13 more since then. Most recently, 2 months ago, when I threw another 300. Pitch upstairs, 3-0 to Clement. Worley on the mound. God, how many pitchers does Great Britain have? Whirly Bird is on the mound. So I stopped bowling in 2007, and I got back into it last year. So it had been a long layoff, and then I finally threw another 300 game a couple months ago. So that's 14 I've had. Pitch. Inside, he walked him. So Clement leads off with a walk, and that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. My dad got invited to spring training of the Mariners. They told him, but then he met with my horrible mom. We could be millionaires. Oh, God. You had a horrible mom. Sorry to hear that, bro. Guess that didn't work. My parents got divorced when I was 13, so I know how it goes. I know how it goes, dude. Pitch. In there for a strike. Count 0-1. Well, that's pretty awesome, Hammer. Playing against Roger Clemens. That's pretty awesome. The 0-1 to Pete Crow Armstrong. Swung on it into the air, but he got it off the end of the bat. And getting back to first in time is Clement 1 out. No more wire hang. Mommy Dearest. No wire hangers ever. I still have wire hangers. I think. Maybe I don't. I don't know. My wife does the laundry. I don't know if we have wire hangers or not. I just pull them off. I just pull the things off the hangers in the morning. I'm half asleep anyway. Here's Schwarber. Thrower to first. Got away from the first baseman, but no advance. Schwarber had a big 2-run homer in the fifth that gave the United States a 3-1 lead. They have not looked back since. I'm not in a league Badlands gang, but if I had an average, it's probably around 220, 215, 220. That's kind of where I was when I stopped. Now, when I stopped bowling in 2007, that was actually a really good average. Nowadays, 215, 220 is nothing because of the equipment. When I averaged 220 back in 1990 when I was 15 years old. Like I was averaging maybe not quite there, probably 91 92. I was averaging 215, 220 back then. I averaged 230 in 1997. That was the best year I ever had. I actually cashed in some regional tournaments in 97 and 98. But like I said, nowadays 215 is nothing compared to what it was 30 years ago. Pitch is in there for a strike that counts 1-1. I got to get a tripod. People have asked me to do that, but I have nowhere to put the phone. So I would need like a tripod to hold my phone up. I would love to do that. I think it should be fun, to be honest. I'd have like 15 people in there, but who cares? The 1-1 pitch. Swung and grounded. Throw for a base hit. Clement's going to go to third. Schwarber's on at first. The United States has runner at the corners with one out in the seventh. It'll bring up Alex Bregman. I actually did have scholarship offers for bowling. I was actually I was a really good bowler. I mean, I still am, but like I said, averaging 220 back in 1995 was a lot different than averaging it now. It's almost like anybody can. You bowl now, almost anybody can average 200. It's well, you got to make your spares still. I mean, that's still a skill, but the equipment allows you to really miss a lot. Pitch low. Hammer says he played college ball for San Jacinto, same college Andy Penn went. Nice. I definitely was not good enough to play college baseball. Definitely not. Bowling was the only thing I was good enough to do in college. Pitch swung on and missed by Bregman. The count's 1-1. That's the only. Like I said, track. I wouldn't say I was really, really good. I don't know if I'd say I was great at track. I was a really good track runner. Really good. Bowling with that by far, I excelled at that. Pitches swung on and popped up deep and foul and out of play. The count's 1-2. I think I hit something. It's foul ball. Bodo says just give me scholarships to not show up. I gotta see what I can do. Oh my God! Look at my guy George. This guy knows what it is to be in the gym. Look at this guy putting me to shame, bro. Look at George. What a fucking beast. That's what I'm talking about. That pitch is swung on in line into the alley, and it's going to be caught. Nice running catch, but a run will score. It'll be a sac fly for Bregman, and the U.S. leads 9-1. Oh, you were a pitcher. Yeah, I definitely was not a pitcher. Definitely not a pitcher. Forkball is legendary. I couldn't have hit your fastball anyway. No matter where it was, Hammer, I probably was swung and missed. Here's Judge. Swung on it into the air, foul, and out of play. The count's 0-1. Judge is 1 for 4. His last at bat, he hit him one at about 130 miles an hour that broke the scoreboard. 2 walk-off homers. The first 2 walk-off homers ever. Darryl Hernandez today against Panama and Ozzie Albies against Nicaragua yesterday in the 9th. Here's Judge. Upstairs by Worley, 1-1. When I'm on vacation not next week, the week after when I go bowling, I'll see if I can set the phone up somewhere, but I don't think I can. I've looked places and I can't. Judge hits it in the air, but it's going to be shallow and caught by the center fielder, Nate Eaton, and that retires slide. The United States does add one more run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We've played 7, 9-1 U.S. Judge is 6-7, not 6-9. I've showed this before. I mean, it's hard to see, but I can show you. I think Bodo said you don't have to. I throw the ball halfway down the. Well, this is the thing when I bowl, like I can figure out what I got to do. If the ball hooks really early, like if there's not a lot of oil or it's a short oil pattern, I will literally throw the ball about 10 to 12 feet in the air down the lane to delay the hook. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show it here. Where's my
That's wrong. I know.
That's my motive of oak. It is. That's what I threw a 300 with. There you go. We got this one. My kid took those. And then we got the slow motion video. Slow motion. Oops, play. This is in slow motion. Don't worry, every time I want the ball to go to the left, I walk to the left. My kid's like, why do you walk to the left? That's where I want the ball to go. If I wanted to stay right or hold, I walk to the right. But yeah, I can throw it pretty good. I can throw it pretty good. But the lanes are really freaking hooking that day. So I'm like, I got to get the damn ball up in the air because otherwise it hooks too early and it burns all of its energy. You want that bowling ball to store energy so it finishes through the pins. You do not want that ball to flatten out or you're going to leave an 8-10. You're going to leave a flat 10. You don't want that. You need that ball to drive through the pin deck. So you like my khaki shorts? Hell yeah. I always wear the khaki shorts in them. Well, during the summer. I don't wear them during the winter, obviously. But it was like June that I did that. Here's the pitch. In there. Hammer says we donated a bunch. Get a GoPro and give us some bowling streams. What the hell is a GoPro? I think my kid mentioned a GoPro. I don't even know what the hell a GoPro is. I don't bowl enough to give you bowling streams. That's the problem. Pitch is swung on and missed. The count's 1-1. Jax is in there for the United States. I'll try it. Like I said, Hammer, when I'm off, not this coming week, but the week after, I'll try. Pitch. I would definitely do bowling streams. I like bowling. I just don't, like I said, Saturdays are really tough because I want to spend time with my family. So if I bowl, it's usually in a league. But during the summer, when I have more time, I bowl more during the summer. But I'll give you some bowling. I would love to do that. I love the bowl. Pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. Johnson down on strikes. Oh, a camera I wear on my head or chest. The tripod would be best, especially in the summer. Nobody bowls. I could set it up on the alley next to me. Nobody would be there. I'll see if I can find a spot. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if there's Wi-Fi there. I gotta figure it out. But like I said, I would love to, man. But I bowl during the day. That's the thing. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Count is 0-1 to Ward. The United States leads 9-1. Oh, you're a deer. My brother-in-law is a deer hunter. He's a deer hunter. Yes. Pitch is foul away. Saratoga. So yes, I am near Albany, Troy. You'll never catch me in Troy or Albany anymore. When I was young, I used to party at Albany all the time. That's where you would go. It was a college town. Madison Avenue is where it was at. I would party my face off in Madison Avenue. I really never went to Troy. The only time I went to Troy is if there was a tournament like Uncle Sam's or something. Like Uncle Sam's was really the only reason I ever went to Troy. There was no reason for me to ever go to Troy for any reason. But I did like Uncle Sam's right under the bridge there. I bowled there in many tournaments. Hitting Saratoga this fall, a Hammer. We gotta hook up. We gotta hook up. It'll be a 1-2 to Ward. Popped up. High fly ball. Judge coming in. He'll make the catch. There's 2 away. You need to hit it during the summers. You go to the track. The track season starts July 3rd and ends September 7th. And they do have the Belmont there for like a week in June. But it's crazy. Like it's a longer period. The track season used to run from like the last week in July through Labor Day, but there's only one dark day. Now it runs from the beginning of the July through the end of like Labor Day week, but they have 2 off days, like 2 dark days filed away. Monday and Tuesday are always dark days, and they have selective Wednesday dark days, which I don't understand. There you go. Oh, so you're on your way. Watkins gone. Cooperstown. So you're out west. Turning Stone is just off of Cooperstown, right? That's in Verona. And then Saratoga. So you're going from west to east. Cooperstown's awesome. They do have harness racing at the casino. Yep. It's called the Racino. They do have harness racing at Saratoga. Definitely not as popular as a flat track. They actually brought the casino in there because the harness track was going to go out of business. And they don't really even run the harness track that much. They run it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They don't really run it that much, but it is part of the casino harness racings at the casino. Pitch is in there for a strike that's 2-2. 9-1 US. Pitch. It is 3-2. That pitch is low. Yeah. Hammer, I would suggest don't buy cards in Cooperstown, man. Buy them elsewhere, dude. They're way overpriced. Because they know it's a tourist town. Strike 3, call. Can I help you, sir? No, thank you. Just looking. Jax sets him down in order. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's all US. They lead 9-1. I got to pee really quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, the prices there, they're like 150% of like market value, dude. It's crazy. I would just suggest buying some souvenirs. Don't actually the funny thing is the prices in the Hall of Fame actually aren't much than the shops like off the Hall of Fame. Like when last time I was there, I bought a couple of what did I buy? I bought a Yankee, I don't even know what those are. I bought a Yankee World, like a replica 96 Yankees ring. I think I bought a Giants replica ring when I was there too. And then I bought a Hank Aaron Negro League jersey. It's funny because it's called the Clown. Like he played for the Clowns. That was the name of it. I said, this isn't a New York Giants jersey. But I bought that the last time I was there. 50% of horse steak. They used to have a buffet at the Racino where you could get like all you could eat, and they did have steak. They'd have really good sirloin steak. Now Morton Steakhouse is there, which you're not getting 50% off that steak. Morton's is a high-end steakhouse. It's really good. Pudge rookie, and I trade my Billy Ripken card or my Darryl Strawberry rookie. Which Strawberry rookie do you have? I have an 83. I don't have a strawberry, like an actual straw. I do. It's not graded, but I have like an 83 Topps traded set. So his rookie's in there. Like that's rookies in there. Queen got belt to ass tonight. It was not looking good. Yeah, Morton's is really good. I think Roots Chris is better, if I'm being honest. Pitch. We gotta go to Roots Chris again, man. My wife wanted to go to Roots Chris. I wanted to go to Roots Chris. My kid wanted to go to BJ because he loves the pizza. But I wanted a steak. I haven't had a good steak in a long time. I haven't been to Delmonico's in a long time. I ain't been to Ruth's Chris in forever. Pitch is in there for a strike. Not since my birthday last year. Bottom of the 8th, Will Cresswell is catching. Bryce Harper up there for the United States. He takes upstairs. 3-1. It'll be Harper, Smith, and Gunnar Henderson. U.S. are going to go 2-0. Which Clemens rookie do you have? Is it the Topps, Dunross, or Fleer from 85, or is it the 84 Fleer update? That pitch is swung on and hammered, and it's going to go foul. Harper, home run distance, but foul. I have a 1984 Fleer update PSA 9, Roger Clemens, myself. I did have an 85 Dunross, but I know I sold it. But I have an 84. It's Topps. Nice. It's a classic one. Harper swings and pops it up. It goes to the left fielder. He makes the catch, and there is one away in the United States 8th. Yeah, I have an 84 Topps, an 84 Fleer update, Clemens. PSA 9. Here is Will Smith. Pitch. Low, 1-0. Great Britain got off to a great start. The first pitch Nate saw, he hit it over the left field wall for a home run. Great Britain led 1-0 to the bottom of the 5th when the United States exploded for 5 runs on a wild pitch, a 2-run homer, and a 2-run double. Pitch is in there for a strike. The count is 1-1. United States added 3 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th. Yeah, Palmer, he signed a lot of stuff. I don't collect autographs. I usually just collect that pitches swung and then popped up. Right fielder makes the catch, 2 away. I don't have a lot of autographs. I'm more like I like to collect Hall of Fame rookies, PSA rookies, or just Hall of Fame, like Mantles. I collect Mickey Mantle and Hall of Fame PSA rookies. But I have a couple of autographs. I have a couple of Mariano Rivera's. I have a Carl Yastrzemski. I have a Connie Mack, a Roy Campanella before his accident. A home run Baker autograph, pitches in there, and a lefty Gomez auto. Other than that, I don't think I have a lot. I mean, I have a Nolan Ryan autograph cap over there and a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph cap over there. Pitch in there for a strike, count 0-2. Buy me a beer at Saratoga. As long as it's not the track, it's like $20 there. In the Racino, it's not that bad. The pitch swung on and ripped into the corner. That's going to get down for a hit. It bounces off the wall. Henderson's going to go in a second. He's in there with a double. And that'll bring up Roman Anthony. Yeah, I still have these guys. I haven't moved these forever, but my Ken Griffey Jr. That one. And then this is one of my favorites. A pitch. The Nolan Ryan Angels hat. But I don't really collect a lot of autographs. I've been more into cards than autos. Pitch. Low 1-1. Hammer says, my dad got to pet American Pharoah. Best horse ever. Secretariat, bro. Secretariat. I wasn't alive for Secretariat, though. So American Pharoah is definitely the best horse I've ever seen run. That's a fact. But he lost to Travers, you know. The Saratoga, man, it's the graveyard of favorites, dude. The favorites never win at Saratoga. Never. They never win there. The Travers is a big deal at Saratoga. Well, they got the Belmont now. That's a bigger deal. Pitches upstairs. So 4 pitches and a walk to Roman Anthony. That'll bring up Ernie Clement. You asked about to go 2-0. We have a meeting at the mound. 9-1 U.S. bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I don't know if the Breeders' Cup, I don't know if that was even a thing when Secretariat ran. I do know there's a video of them both running the like they're superimposed on one another, and Secretariat beats American Pharaoh by like 3 lengths when you look at the Belmont. You'll never see a more dominating performance than we can argue all day about who's a better horse, but I don't think you'll ever see another horse pitch low. Want to know? I don't think you'll ever see another horse have a more dominant performance than Secretariat had at the Belmont in 73. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that. Ever. 31 lengths that horse won that by. That record has still never been broken. As a matter of fact, I don't know if any of his Triple Crown times have been broken. It'll be a 1-0 to Clement. Outside 2-0. That one at Belmont would probably never be broken. That was insane. But American Pharaoh was the best horse I've ever seen. Pitch. Low. He checked the swing. He did not go 3-0. Pete Crow Armstrong on deck. U.S. up big 9-1. Remember, I'll be live for the Lakers and the Knicks tomorrow. That's always a special game for me. Swinging 3-0 as Clemente fouls it away. Yes. Shaman 73. A lot of people don't like Bob Baffert. A lot of people don't like him. 3-1. He walked him. The United States has him loaded again. Bases are loaded. Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, they have a mercy rule. Well, I can't do that now. I didn't even know they had a mercy rule. He swings and foul, tips it, it's 0-1. Obviously, well, I guess if the United States scores, what did they score? 2 runs? Is the game over? Is that what they're showing? If the United States scores, if Pete Crow Armstrong cleared the bases, the game's over. Pitch. Fouled away 0-2. Is that what I'm seeing? Did I read that right? Mercy rule. I'd love to get a 3-run hit here so we don't have to do the top of the 9th. Bounced up there, 1-2. Lone Star Park. There's a lot of tracks in Texas. I mean, obviously OTB is everywhere. I always put money in my OTB account during the track season. I usually put it in there during the Kentucky Derby. I put it in there during the Kentucky Derby, and then when Saratoga opens up, I usually put money in there. Not a lot though. I put like $50 in there, $70. Yeah, Dire Giants fan. The United States really found their groove in the 5th and 6th innings. 2-2 pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong, looking to end the game with a hit. And instead, he takes a pitch right down the middle of the plate and he strikes out. Well, that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. We go to the top of the 9th. It's all U.S. They're up by 8. You got to let Britain attempt a miracle 8-run 9th. Probably not going to happen on this day. This game started off really fast. They got through 4 innings in like an hour, and then the United States started to bat like crazy and made the game a little bit longer. Lone Star Park is still open, Bodo? Most of the harness tracks had to have a casino. Like Yonkers is the same thing. Like down in the city, Yonkers has Empire State Casino or whatever the hell it is, but they're about to go out too. I don't know, like Buffalo used to have a harness track. Verona used to have, or Vernon Downs used to have a harness track. I don't even know if they run anymore. I think they do. But they're so like lackluster. They didn't even show those on OTB. OTB is fun, man. To me, there's nothing like sitting on my couch in the air conditioning upstairs about 11 o'clock at night or whatever, like on a Friday or Saturday night, betting the horses. Especially now that you can bet on overseas races, like you can bet, like you wake up in the morning and bet on Ireland or France or the UK. But at night, I bet a lot of Australia. They have Australian tracks that run on OTB, and I bet on those. But I do. I usually bet, obviously, the harness, the flat track in the day, and then I'll bet like on Meadowlands, or I'll bet on Northfield Park in Ohio, Woodbine in Canada. Hammer, yeah, me too. I mean, we hadn't had one since Secretary. Or I'm sorry, I was young. Was it affirmed? I always get them confused. I don't know if it was affirmed or Seattle Slew. That was the last one. They each won. One of them won in 77 and one of them won in 78, but I don't remember which one was which. And then I never really saw, I was only 3 when that happened, so I didn't see one till American Pharaoh either. Same thing with baseball. Like, I didn't see a Triple Crown till Miguel Cabrera because Yastrzemski won it in 67, and I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even thought of yet. Secretary was 73. Pitches fouled off. 73 for Secretariat. And like I said, affirmed in Seattle Slew, one in 77 and 78, and then they didn't have one since until American Pharaoh did it. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Keller's on the mound for the U.S., trying to close this out today and go 2-0. Be live for the Lakers tomorrow. Be live for the United States and Mexico on Monday night. Yeah, there's a lady wearing the Lady of Liberty hat. Same when the Yankees won in 96. Same thing. Pitch is swung and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. He throws him out, one away. I cried tears of joy in 96 and the Yankees won. It's the first World Series I saw them win. I cried tears of joy every time the Giants have won a Super Bowl, except for 86. 86, I didn't know any better. 90, 2007, 2011 did. Last Triple Crown I saw was about $30, and I chased it with a beer, and it was back in 89. Here is Nate Eaton. He has been the star for Great Britain. He started it off with a solo homer. He has all 3 hits for Great Britain tonight, and he will ground foul outside of third. It's 1-1. Back to playing the Bean Eaters, indeed. Yep, I was big for the Rangers. I remember the pitch is in there for a strike. I remember 2011 calling my dad after every Giants game and saying, we got one more game. We got one more game to play. That was every time they'd win, I'd call him right after the game and say, we got one more game to play, Dad. We got another game next week until they won the Super Bowl. And I said, we have no more games until next year, but next year we're going to be Super Bowl champs. Pitch popped up outside of first. Harper makes the call and the catch. There's 2 away. Yep. The good old days. It's hard to believe, man. My dad has been gone for what? God, this will be 11 years. My dad's been gone. It's hard to believe time goes by that fast. Here's Jazz Chisholm, pitches outside. He's over 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. United States 1 away from winning it. Pitch. Foul away. Yeah, didn't George Bush own the Rangers for a while, Hammer? It'll be a 1-1 to Jazz Chisholm. When this game's over, I got to eat something. Your boy is hungry. That pitch is upstairs 2-1. I hate eating this late at night, but I am hungry. Boda says, I'll adopt you so you can just pull the what? Upstairs 3-1. Couple of dudes. Guy's got some bad tan lines and all that goes. 3-1 to Jazz. Grounded foul, 3-2. Crowd on their feet looking for a strikeout. Keller deals. Here you go. Ball game is over. United States wins 9-1. Sweet. U.S. wasn't looking good for a while. They end up blowing out Great Britain by the final score of 9-1. Nah, what are you talking about? I love you guys. You guys make the chat. You make these streams worth it for me, Bodo. You make it. I appreciate you putting up with all my shit all the damn time. But I'll be live again, baby. Oh, the trip down memory lane was great. It was great. I always like a trip down memory lane myself, man. But again, remember, I'll be live tomorrow, 3 o'clock on the East Coast, 12 o'clock noon on the West Coast, and 3 in the morning in the Philippines. Don't forget to set your clocks ahead an hour tonight, guys. We go ahead an hour tomorrow. We spring forward. And we live for the Lakers, and we live again on Monday for the United States and Mexico. The United States wins 9-1. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. I got to eat. And thank you for all your support. Much appreciated. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.